Hello. Hello, chat. How we doing? What day is it? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't know. Apparently, I just don't know. That's all the sentence my brain gave me. It's been one of those days, you know. It's been very much one of those. Literally nothing going on in there. Oh, I heard that today. That's so funny because I've changed nothing. Do you remember on my last stream and I was like freaking out because I couldn't hear any of my alerts or anything? And I was like, I'll have to sort that out when, I'll sort that out off stream. But then, because I've been feeling shit every day, like since, I haven't touched OBS or done anything with it. I literally haven't done anything with it. But I heard it today. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't care. We didn't hear it, I think. I don't know if I care. Do I care that you guys didn't hear it? Why did you? I literally haven't changed anything. I don't understand. I don't understand. So last stream it worked for you guys, but not for me. And in this stream it works for me and not you guys. Brilliant. Love it. love to see it. Love to see it. We love it when things don't work here. Oh wait, hang on. I think that might be me problem when I was like toggling it on and off last. It does say wait, no, that's monitor off though. That'd be for me, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know that I don't have the brain capacity today, chat. I don't have the brain capacity. Honestly, like I know I should probably be like more hype and enthusiastic and stuff because it's like my little reveal thing, but like I kind of don't even want to be here. It's been I don't know, man. Shit's been rough. Shit's been rough. You can't smell me. That's a good thing. Consider that a good thing. I need a wash. I need a wash. Mia was taking the piss out of me last night because he was in the shower and I was just like stood in the bathroom talking to him. And he was like, wait, no, was it last night or was it the night before? I don't remember. It was recent. And Mia was like, you should have a shower. You need a shower. And I'm like, I washed my hair. And he's like, yeah, what about the rest of you? And I'm not even joking. I literally just like turned around and walked out the bathroom and left. I just walked out the bathroom and left. I'm just like, yep, okay. They'll be a little stinky. They'll be a little stinky. Hi, baby. Say hi to chat. No, you have to say hi to chat if you're going to be here. You have to say hi to chat. Inga, say something. Say something. He's not saying anything. We've been invaded. We've been invaded. The kid. Oh, you're really wet. Why is your tummy wet? Where have you been? Oh, it's still raining, is it? Oh, your tummy's all wet and spiky. Oh, you're all wet and spickily. UK gang, has the weather like done a complete turnaround for anyone else? I swear to God, in Megu Town today, it's like someone just went snap their fingers and just like put us back into winter. It's windy, it's like grey and cold, and it's been like pissing down with rain. It's like, what happened? Like, I went out with Mum yesterday and the weather was really nice. It was sunny, blue skies. It wasn't too warm, but like it wasn't cold. It was nice yesterday going out. Like, I just had like a t-shirt and a hoodie on and it was really comfortable, really nice. And then today, it's like I woke up in a different timeline and it's winter or something. It's crazy. Yeah, I got drenched yesterday. No, stinky. Oh man, the seasons do not know spring showers. True. No, but no, because spring showers are supposed to be in April, right? Because it isn't like the old saying is like April showers bring May flowers. It's not April anymore. No showers, only flowers. No showers, only flowers. Ginga, don't sit in front of the camera. Okay, you can sit in front of chat instead. I can't see them now. Ginga, I need to be able to see that. Do you think you could sit your bum in the place that isn't in the way? Is that negotiable? Okay, you're going to sit on my mouse mat and make my mouse mat soggy, are you? Is that the compromise? That might be the compromise, chat. I can see you again, and he's not in front of the camera. The downside, he is on the mouse mat, so it might get a bit soggy because he has a very soggy tummy. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just It's been a week since last stream. I know, like, when did I stream? Was it like Wednesday or Thursday? No, it was Thursday, because I remember saying I would stream again on Friday. And then I didn't end up streaming on Friday. I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't feeling it. And I was still kind of bummed out. Like, it was really rough because, like, I hadn't streamed for like 10 days, and then I came back and everything was broken. And that kind of really ruined my vibe for the whole stream, for starters. And I tried not to let it get to me, but it really wore me down. Like, it drained my energy like so fast, just like trying to put a brave face on for the entire stream. So like, we didn't stream for very long on Thursday, and then I was like very down about it in the evening. Didn't end up trying to fix anything offline. And then Friday, I was kind of sat here, and I'm just like on the fence. I was just like, I don't know if I want to stream. I don't know if I want to stream. And then I just didn't end up streaming. I've not been sleeping very well recently. Obviously, I talked about my health a bunch on Thursday stream. I don't really want to rehash that because I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's obvious to you guys. I don't know how well I covered it or not, but I did cry when I was talking about it on Thursday. I did cry a bit when I was talking about my health, so I don't want to go into too much detail about that stuff again because I don't want to cry today. I spent all of yesterday crying. I don't need to cry today. Today, no, wait, it was all a Sunday. I've lost track of time, man. It was Sunday. I cried like all day Sunday for like various reasons, but yeah, just like everything with like my health and shit at the moment has been really getting me down. I've not been sleeping well either, to make things worse, because like not sleeping just like further impacts like your energy level and your mood and everything. So yeah, shit's been a bit rough. And yeah, I just kind of didn't want to stream. But the reason why we're doing today's stream, I have decided, because at the moment I am mentally struggling with a lot of stuff, and I don't want this to be another Megu Trauma Dumps on chat stream, so we're not going to get into that today. But I have been struggling with things physically and mentally a lot recently. If you do want a bit of context, I did make like a vent tweet about it a couple days ago, I think on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. I made a vent tweet. If you want to go to my Twitter, you can find my little vent tweet where I kind of had a little vent about what's going on in my mind and that. But we're not going to get into that too much today because I don't want to cry again. But at the moment, one of the few things that is like giving me little sparks and moments of joy, like one of the few things I can do for myself that makes me happy is drawing the new Megu design. But then I get really frustrated because if I draw it, because the design is still secret, I can't post it anywhere. And it's really frustrating making things that you can't post. And I still need a fairly significant amount of money before I'm anywhere close to being able to afford a new model or anything like that. So it's going to be a long-term project to get anything else made. And I just realized the other day, like, I can't remember what day it was now. I was moaning in mod chat about it, but I forgot what day it was. But I just decided over the weekend that I was like, I think it would be better for my mental health in general to just like go public with this design now. And then like I don't have to constantly be stressed about like accidentally showing it on stream. You know, I don't have to worry about like, oh, I drew this thing, but now I can't show it to anyone. Or sit there thinking like, well, I really want to draw Megu, but there's no point because I can't post it anyway, and stuff like that, you know? And I just figured like I feel like I would be happier in the long run if I just go public with it. I feel like I will be happier in the long run if I just go public with it. Another reason as well is because the person who will hopefully be doing the model art is someone that is known within the community. So there will be a chance that when the new Megu model is being made, like, people are going to see it. I'm not going to pay extra for like NDAs or anything. Your girl does not have extra money. I do not have extra money for NDAs or anything. And I know a fairly significant portion of the community will know the person. So I'm pretty sure she's going to get seen at some point anyway. I don't think it would be kept secret until debut anyway. So I just figured the other day, I think it was like Saturday or Sunday, I just thought to myself, I need to just go public with the design. I need to just go public with the design because I just feel like it will be better. Ginga, why are you licking my screen? You're so strange. Yeah, is that good? Is that tasty? Yummy. Yeah, he just licked all over you guys. Now he's headbutting the microphone. Do you love chat, Ginga? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying hi to chat? Are you loving up on chat? Is that what this is? Give Ginga something salty. That's you guys. That's you guys. Is it who I think? Probably. I have one person in mind. It's probably... You're probably right. You're probably right. But yeah, so that's why we're here today. In a nutshell, I am... I didn't... I know, like, I feel like I'm so bad at being like an actual like proper VTuber. I feel like a proper VTuber would have like planned something or whatever, but like I'm tired and depressed and my body hurts. Like I didn't have it in me to like make a super fancy reveal or anything. I don't have anything super duper fancy to show on stream or anything. And I haven't like planned what to say or like how to do anything. So I know this is like been quite quite rambly. I'm having a little bit of a rimble ramble. Are they a champ? They do be a bit of a champ. They do be a certain kind of champ. Listen, I'm fucking winging everything. Me too, Orchid. Me too. I was actually supposed to phone the doctors today to see if I could get an appointment. But I didn't wake up until 11:30 because I was still awake gone 5 o'clock in the morning because I went to bed. I did go to bed last night. Fair enough, I did go to bed late. I did go to bed at about 2:45. So I know I went to bed late, but, you know, I felt tired and I got into bed and bed was comfortable. You know, for all intents and purposes, there should have been nothing wrong. But I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there some more. And then eventually I was like, man, I really need to piss. I might as well just get up and piss. I'm not sleeping anyway. So I got up and I tootled my way downstairs and I went to piss. And then I went upstairs again. And then just before I got back into bed, I was like, what time is it? So I did the old double tap, did a little on my phone. to see what time it was. It was like 4:58. I was like, oh. And then I laid there some more until I did eventually fall asleep for a bit. But yeah, then I woke up at 11:30. And I don't know what doctors are like anywhere else, but in the UK, well, not necessarily in the UK, but I know a lot of places in the UK like this. You basically have to phone up at like 8 o'clock in the morning when the line's open. And basically, you have to tell the receptionist what's wrong with you and just hope that they deem you worthy enough to see the doctor that day. That's kind of how it works. If you're sat there thinking it sounds like a bad system, it is, but it's what we've got to work with. But like, because we've had a bank holiday weekend as well, so like today is the first day after the weekend, I just thought to myself, I was like, I got up at 11:30. Like, by the time I like rolled out of bed and came downstairs, it was almost 12 o'clock anyway. I was like, there's no point phoning the doctors. There's no way. Like, there's no point. There's no point. Why is the door knocking? Oh, that might be on the bed sheets. Hang on, chat. I'll go answer that. Hiya. No bed sheets! Yippee! New bed linen. Yippee! So exciting. You know you're old when new bed linen is exciting. Yesterday I got excited because I brought a bucket. Today I'm excited to have new bed linen. Life is so exciting when you're 38, chap. Life is so exciting. Where was I? I forgot what we were even talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about doctors. Yeah, so I was supposed to phone them today, but I just thought there's no point. Like, this late in the day already, after a bank holiday weekend as well, I was like, there's no way they're going to have anything left. So I didn't bother phoning the doctors in the end. But I do need to. Because, like, I knew it was bad anyway. Don't get me wrong. I knew it was bad anyway, but, like, I feel like venting about, like, my leg and stuff on stream last week, as much as it did make me feel a bit shitty and stupid for like trauma dumping on you guys and like crying on stream about it and stuff, like, I feel like seeing your guys' reaction in chat, like, it did give me like a bit of a kind of like metaphorical kick up the arse kind of thing. Like, yeah, I really should actually try and speak to them about this. So I do need to speak to the doctors, and I do fully intend to, but today was just not the day, apparently. Today was apparently just not the day. So maybe tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow. Linens, yeah, linens, yippee! We've only got like a couple bed sheets left. Over time they get like bobbly and like they lose like the stretch and they just become a bit unpleasant. Like we've only got like 2 ratty bed sheets left, and we've been meaning to buy new ones for ages. But like, you know what it's like? It's one of those things like every time we go to bed, it's like, oh fuck, I forgot to order new sheets. But then by the time I've slept and woken up again in the morning and I get out of bed and I go downstairs, I'm not thinking about the bed sheets anymore. So I just kept forgetting to order them. So we've been meaning to get new bed sheets for a while. So it will be really nice actually to have new bed linen. It's actually going to be so nice. I was surprised on the last one. They called me and said you have an appointment before I could call them, and I got there today and it was 1 hour. Oh god. Oh god. I am getting Q and Hope. Yep. It's 3:30 for you, Dicel. Oh god. Oh god. Shall we get on with it? Should we stop rambling? Let's stop rambling and show something, and then Dicel can go to bed if he wants to. Let's stop ambling and show something so Dicey can go to sleep if he wants to. Actually, Ginga has decided otherwise. He is now sat on the mouse. So Ginga says no. Ginga says we stay here a little bit longer. Ginga says we stay here for a little bit longer. I guess I could give you guys a little bit of backstory, I guess. I will info dump on you guys for a little bit while Ginga's doing his thing. So, hey, that's mine. You give that back. You get that back. But yeah, so I have a new Megu design in the works. I know I technically haven't been using this model for the longest time. I only debuted this model last October. But there's multiple reasons why I want to change. I don't want to get too into details because some of them are unpleasant. But behind the scenes, there's been like I'm pretty sure I've said it on stream at some points before. Like, there's been so many points in like the progress and making of this model and stuff. There's been so many times where I like said to myself, like, this model is just cursed. Like, I feel like this model is just cursed, and it's genuinely felt that at points throughout the whole process. And I carried on with it, and then I feel like as over time I got like more confident with streaming and stuff. I get a bit more like confident with like myself and like how I behave on streams and stuff like that. And also I started to like my interests that like kind of started developing differently as a person as well, you know. I got more interested into like horror and spooky media and stuff like that, and I really got into Monster Girls and shit like that, you know. So there's been a bunch of reasons that have kind of like culminated. Was it the orange hair? It was. The orange hair was like the final nail in the coffin. It was like, I don't want to be a pink cat anymore. I made orange haired Megu and I was like, I do not want to be pink anymore. I am orange. I did consider, I don't know if I've still got it set up. I did consider like doing a toggle with like no ears. I don't think I've got it set up on my stream deck. But I look cursed without cat ears. I did actually consider making my model not a cat girl, but it doesn't work. She just looks fucked without ears. It's so weird. I don't look right without ears. Can I? Hang on. Do I still have the no ear toggle? Yeah, I look fucked with no ears. Like, I look so wrong. Like, I feel like without the cat ears, my head is like way too round. I don't know. I feel like she looks cursed. She looks cursed without cat ears. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but she just looks wrong. So we have to have the cat ears for now. we have to keep the cat ears for now. But yeah, so I kind of changed as a person a bit. There were things that happened. There were several things that happened along the way. There was a lot of teething problems, like even before the model art was even done. Like, I'm talking like right from like the beginning, like right at the design steps. There were kind of issues from the get-go, and I don't want to get too involved in that because it involves other people and it's, you know, it's messy, and I don't want to like drag anyone's name through the mud or anything like that. We've peacefully cut ties with each other and stuff, so I'm not about like, you know, smearing anyone's reputation or anything like that. So I don't want to talk too much about details, but there's been like issues from the get-go, and there's been like every aspect of this like model I had issues with. Like, I had issues like when I tried commissioning overlays from it. I got delivered overlays I didn't really like and I haven't used. Obviously I've got my little like VTuber room that I got made, which like didn't end up really being what I wanted, but like I was kind of too passive with the artist, and I was just like, yeah, it's great, thanks, but can I please have more spoons? Like I've asked 5 times. So like the room didn't end up being exactly what I wanted. There ended up being issues with the animation or the starting screen. Which is why I had to like kind of lean so heavily into like the glitch theming and stuff, because it hides certain things that couldn't be completed properly. But I didn't want to like keep waiting until debut, so I just had to make something that would work. So there was like problems with that. There were problems all along the way, and like I genuinely, like, I'm not even joking, like I kind of wanted something different before I even debuted this model. But the problem was I was too far along with everything. You know, the model art was already done. I'd already raised funds for the rigging. You know, I was in the waiting list for WeWe to rig this model. So I felt too far along with it. You know, I already had like my art assets and my overlays and my room. Like everything at this point was already like kind of locked in for this model. The only thing I was waiting for was for WeWe to say it was my turn to be rigged. You know, like everything else was done. Like the project was like 90% done. I was just waiting for the rig at that point. And the lore video, but that was also another pain point. Everything just went wrong with this model, man. So yeah, I kind of, even before this model debuted, I kind of already had a degree of beef with it. It's not like I hate it. I don't hate this model. I don't hate everything about it. And I wouldn't say I regret it. I don't regret this model, but I definitely regret how I did certain things along the lines of things. So I kind of decided at one point that I wanted a new Megu. And then I got the rig from WeWe, and like I fell in love with this model a lot, like purely based on the strength of like the art and rig, like how good Yami and WeWe made the model look. So that kind of papered over the cracks for a while, right? That kind of papered over the cracks for a little while. But you know what it's like? If you just paper over the cracks, but you don't treat the problem that caused the cracks in the first place, you're just going to end up getting new cracks, right? The cracks are just going to reappear. So that's kind of what happened. I kind of like temporarily band-aided the problem. I fell so in love with this model when it was like all cute and moving and stuff. And it's just like, oh my God, yeah, I love it. And I kind of forgot for a little while. I kind of forgot that I wanted something different, but it unfortunately came back. I would say by about December, I was already thinking about wanting to be something else. Bearing in mind that was only like 2 months after I debuted this model, I was already kind of thinking like, man. So this has kind of been on the fence for a while now. It's kind of been on the fence for a while now. There's been various reasons. Another thing I really want with the new model, I really want something of a more cohesive theme, because my vibe for this model, was kind of just like a bit of everything, you know. It's a little bit pastel, a little bit cute, a little bit cool, you know, and then like a little bit retro, a little bit cutesy comfy. Like I figured like I would just like take a bunch of things I like and just like throw them in a pot together. And I thought like having loads of different like points of interest as like elements in like the design and the theme and stuff, I thought that would make it easy, you know. I thought like I'll be able to make anything. Like if I've got like so many different things that kind of like attribute to the vibes, like it's going to be so easy to work around it. Like I'm not going to be constrained to working around like 1 or 2 different themes. But actually being so kind of like scattered, I have actually found extremely hard to work with. I actually have found it extremely hard to work with. It's like when I've like commissioned things, it's like hard to explain my vibe, because I'm like, you know, oh, I'm cute and pastel, but I actually like really want like I actually really like creepy stuff and monsters and stuff like that. But I also like retro vibes, so like something kind of retro, and it's just like, but nothing fits together. So I've actually found it, like, I thought like having a wide pool of like inspiration and like themings and stuff. I thought having like a wide pool of things would be easy to work with, but it's actually surprisingly hard to work with. And so another thing I really want to do with the new Megu model, I really wanted something that I could like kind of really think about and like strip back to like a set theme and scheme kind of thing, you know? That's another thing I really want to do with the new design. I need to try and hang on, I gotta try and sneak a picture of Ginga. He looks so cute right now. He looks so cute. Oh no, I woke him up. He's sleeping on the mouse. He's so cute. He's so cute. So yeah, I haven't started working on like overlays and stuff like that yet. I don't have anything to show on that front yet. But I've already kind of got some ideas of what I want to do, which is good because every time I commissioned overlays or like when I tried like making my own overlays and stuff for this model, I never really knew what to lean into. Yeah, I never knew if I leaned into like, you know, the spooky monsters and horror, or do I lean into the cutesy weetsy pastel, or do I lean into the cool, you know, retro vibes? Like, I never really knew what to really lean into with this one. So I do have plans for the new model and like the streams in the distant future. To have a much more kind of cohesive brand and scheming. It's something I really admire. Like when I see VTubers with like really strong and consistent theming, I love it so much. And then I look at my shit and I'm just like, ew. I look at my stuff and I know comparison is the thief of joy and whatnot, but like I see other people with like really cool, strong, consistent themes and stuff. And then I look at my random mishmash assortment of things and I'm just like, So that's another thing I really want from rebranding. So it is going to be a whole new visual rebrand. The plan is it will be a full visual rebrand. It's not just going to be a new model. Like the color scheme and like the theme and the assets and everything are going to be different. One thing I'm not sure on yet, honestly, the design I've come up with, I don't know how or if I can work it into my current VTuber lore. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to write new lore or if I'm going to try and force it into the current lore. I might even just go no lore. I don't know yet. That's one thing I haven't quite worked out yet. I've kind of got a pretty clear picture of everything else. But I haven't figured what I'm going to do about VTuber lore at the moment. But I'm not too pressed about that because, like, I mean, it's kind of cool. Gary, no. Shut up. Lore! Lore! L-O-R-E! Yeah, you've made me wake Ginga up now. He didn't like me shouting. He's moved. I got my mouse back, though. Yippee! I thought she said lore. No, stop! Lore. Wait, no, how did... Lore. Lore? Lore. I feel like I'm not saying that right. But yes, L-O-R-E. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do lore-wise, but I'm kind of not too pressed about it. It is kind of cool in a way, like, you know, watching cool lore videos and stuff like that. It is cool, don't get me wrong. But like, you do it once and then like nobody ever really watches it or like cares about it from that point onwards, right? And like I might make like the odd kind of like in-universe joke here and there about like eating D-class personnel and stuff like that. But like I feel like I don't really like super heavily lean into my lore or anything. So if I do, either change or just abandon lore, I don't think it's really a big deal at the end of the day. I don't think it really matters at the end of the day too much. He said VGUs have to have lore anyway. Like, does anyone really care much past debut anyway? No, exactly, Corey. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I might end up just abandoning lore. I genuinely might just like just debut like, hi, new Megan. That genuinely might not end up being lore. I don't know. But yeah, now that I have a little bit of mouse pad, Ginga has gone back on the mouse pad. He is laid on the mouse mat again. But I have just enough mouse to use the mouse. So I think I should be able to control the slideshow now. Hang on, why are you like this? He hasn't been on my desk all day, chat. He hasn't wanted to know me all day. And then the second I stream, he's like, hi. I said this on Gary's stream earlier, though, because, like, Gary was talking to Yuna lots on her stream today. And I wrote in Gary's chat, I was like, there must be something in the air today, because Ginga's been really fussy today, because I know Mia was trying to do stuff this morning, and Ginga was being really fussy with Mia while he was working this morning. Ask Banampi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Moo Crew. But yeah, he was being really like that with Mia this morning, and now he's doing it with me. Now that I'm doing something, he's like, "Mummy, hi." It no pie. I was at pie. Sorry, ask Banana Pie. I don't know. I see IE on the end of the word, and I instantly think it's an E sound. If it's like IE at the end, it's an E sound, right? That's how Megu brain works. But yeah, where's the slideshow? This is the slideshow. So, are you ready, chat? Are you ready? Just coming to pee in this room. That's fine. We love pissing here. Feel free to pee. We have an entire room dedicated to piss. Feel free to pee. I was going to put us in the piss room today, but I don't have the piss room on this scene, and I couldn't be bothered to change anything. I'm tired. I'm tired and I don't feel well, so I couldn't be bothered to change it. I actually hate bananas. Is bananas short for bananas? If banan is short for banana, I hate bananas. I'm sorry. I do, in fact, not be a fan. Right, I've lost my... Hang on, I looked at something else, and... Oh, wait, the slideshow controls are at the bottom. Never mind. Never mind. Wow, imagine being a good streamer. Could not be Megu. Could not be Megu. Okay, right. I'm gonna count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. This is only a rough sketch. I don't have anything like... I don't have a model yet or anything, so this is just like... This is just... I made this. I did the art for this. I can't take full credit for the design. The design is... It's a little bit of me. It's a little bit of an adoptable I brought, and a little bit of a different adoptable I brought. She's a little bit of everything. She's a little bit of many things thrown into a pot. But yeah, this is the new design. This is the new design. So the vibe is you can probably see that the big hands. So the vibe is they're like voidy hands. They're like void hands, and yeah, she has void powers now because reasons. Like I say, I haven't. Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How we doing? Oh god, wait, this is suspicious. Hang on. Barnsey, wait, was there a collab? This is suspicious. This is suspicious. Welcome in, raiders. Katarina and Barnsey, thank you both so much for the raids. How are your streams? No, maybe. I'm not sure I believe the no. The maybe seems plausible. For anyone who doesn't already know me from either raid, hello, my name is Megumu. I am currently a Manx Cat Girl VTuber, but I'm just doing a little stream today to reveal and discuss my new design. I am in the progress of working on a complete rebrand, and what you see to the side of me over here on the right of me. I had to think so hard what direction that is because like I was gonna say left, but I'm like, no wait, that's my left, but like that's not. Well, I guess it's your left on stream too, right? As my brain is not working today. I'm kind of sick. I'm kind of sick, raiders, and my brain really is not working today. I low-key don't want to be here, but I'm here anyway. Left on screen, right of you, yeah. To the left of me on screen. This is the no, Ginga, leave my hand alone. Stop. You have so much of my space. Let me can I please just have this one small corner of my mouse pad? I beg. He's being ridiculous. But yeah, so I'm currently a Manx Cat Girl VTuber. In the future, I don't know. I haven't got that far ahead yet. I don't really know what I'm gonna call myself. As you can see, she's not a cat girl. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna call myself yet. I haven't. We're not that far ahead in the process. We're not that far ahead in the process. I will still be called Megu. My stream name will still be Megumu. I'm not. It's just a visual rebrand. Gilly!
We love the void here.
Yeah, we love the void. Thank you so much for the big fucking resubby, Giri. 38 months. Oh my god, you're so close to 40 months. Do I even have to make new sub badges again soon? You guys are getting close to 40s. I'm gonna need to make new badges. Wait, shit, what am I? Do I need new sub badges? Wait, I didn't think about that. My sub badges won't work. But Hero always said he'll be really sad if I replace the floppy disks. But like thematically, they're not gonna work with the new design. Interesting. That's another thing to think about. As you can see, not everything is kind of decided yet. This at the moment, what you see on screen is like the most concrete thing I have. Everything else is still kind of ideas in my head or unthought of at this stage. Everything else is just ideas rattling around in my brain or things that I haven't thought about. You're so distracting. He's being so cute. What are you doing? Hold on, chat. I'm gonna put some cat pictures in Discord quick. The pictures I'm about to upload, these have all three of these have been taken while I'm streaming today. This is what I'm putting up with today, chat. You've got your pizza now. Let's go. I hope it's yummy. Next time I make a pizza, I'm gonna like cut it into less slices and try folding it. I was very intrigued by the folded pizza discussion on your stream earlier. And I'm like, I've never folded a slice of pizza. Because I always, whenever I cut my own pizza, I always cut it like, I don't remember how many times. One more time than quarters. So you go like, once through the middle, once through the middle again, like in like a crossways. And then, when you go through it, is that 6 slices? I can't brain. But yeah, I normally cut my pizzas like that. And like that kind of cut on a frozen pizza doesn't give you a very big slice. And then like, we don't really get like big sliced pizzas. Anywhere near, like even if we buy like the biggest pizza from Pizza Hut, like they cut it into 10 slices, so again like the slices aren't that big. So I've genuinely never folded a pizza, but I'm curious. I fold if it's Costco, they're big. I've never had Costco pizza. I want to try Costco pizza, but I've never had it. Costco's too far away and I don't know anyone with a membership. But I've heard only good things about Costco pizza. But yeah, next time I make frozen pizza, I'm gonna cut it into 4. I'm just gonna cut it into 4, and then try folding a big quarter slice of pizza. I wonder how it feels. I like the Pizza Hut pizza. The Pizza Hut pizzas are too thick for folding. Yeah, I agree. I think they probably would be. Inga, can I? Your butt is in the way, sir. But yeah, this is the new look. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. She does have. Oh, Ginga, where are my slideshow controls? Ginga's pressed something with his butt. No, now you're knocking my glasses off. Stop. I will put you down on the floor. It will be time for downies if you don't behave. You're being silly now. Behave. He has been warned. He has been. He's being naughty now. He's being naughty now. But yeah, so the vibe is that she will have void powers. The big hands, they're gonna be like kind of like wispy and voidy. Sometimes they'll be there, sometimes they won't be. My plan is I'm gonna have them as a toggle. So they'll be toggleable, because I feel like they'll be too big to be on screen like all the time, sort of thing. I personally, and apologies in advance if this is anyone's preference, or if anyone here is a VTuber and has their model like this, that is up to you, okay? It's your prerogative. You can do what you want. But personally, I don't like really big cluttered models. I don't like it when models have like loads of shit all over the screen, like when you have like I don't know, like I can tell you right now, I will not have the swishy tail toggle. I know this is a really unpopular opinion, because I know this is something a lot of VTubers do. And again, I'm not hating on anyone that does this, okay? It's your prerogative, okay? You do what you want to do with your model first and foremost. But I find it really visually distracting. Like, when you get like VTubers that are like cats or foxes or demons or whatever, and they got a tail and they have the tail so it's like upright behind them and then it's just like constantly swishing. I hate that. I personally hate that. So I will not have a swishy tail. I mean, it might be swishy like down by her legs, but I won't have like an upright on screen swishy tail, because I always find it really distracting. Like when VTubers have that, I always find it like really distracting. Or like sometimes if VTubers have like wings and stuff like that, but like they don't like toggle them off like gameplay and stuff like that. Like it just for me it takes up too much of the screen. And I just find it really visually distracting. There's like constantly like wings just like flapping in, out, or a tail swishing side to side. Like, I don't know. I find it really visually distracting, and I don't personally like it. So this model won't have anything like that. The hands will be toggleable, and they won't be on screen like all the time. They will be turned off when I'm playing games and stuff. But They're very fun to draw. And I've got ideas of what I want to do with the hands specifically, but I'm not going to talk you through all of that because I can keep some things as surprise. I can keep some things as surprise. I do have a lot of ideas what I'm going to do with the hands. And the people that I have told my plans to, they've been really into it and been like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. That's going to be so cool. So like everyone who has been in the know about this has been like really excited about it, which is exciting for me. I will say, because I've ranted about this on stream and on Discord before, I will say, I used to be a bit critical of some Monster Girl VTubers because I used to always be of the opinion, like, I don't know, there's so many Monster Girls, where it's like, oh, I'm a Monster Girl, but they have like one or two teeny tiny little creature features or whatever. But for all other intents and purposes, they're just like an anime girl, And I kind of wanted something initially more monstery than that. But then when I started really thinking about it, you've got to bear in mind what's feasible. And first of all, if I went too monstery, if I'm being realistic, and no one's allowed to shout at me for being critical here, okay? I'm allowed to be aware of my own strengths and weaknesses. I know where they lie. So this isn't just Megu shitting on herself and being mean, okay? So no one shout at me for saying this. But, like, if I went for something, like, super duper monstery, I wouldn't be able to draw myself, for starters. And that's a problem, because I do not earn enough money to commission everything. I, straight up, do not earn enough money to commission everything. So I need to be able to draw what I make first and foremost, because I will, as usual, I'll be making like most of my own emotes and stuff like that. And so I need to be able to draw my own character, because a lot of what I have of this character will be handmade by me. So that's one thing. Another thing you got to bear in mind as well, like if you have something like too monstery, like how many times have you been like looking at an artist TOS or something, and then they have listed the things they won't draw, and they won't draw mechas or armor, they won't draw muscular men, they won't draw fairies, they won't draw monsters. It drastically limits the pool of people you can potentially work with. And these are things I didn't initially consider. Like, as just like a viewer, I didn't really consider those aspects of being like a Monster Girl VTuber. But when I started actually thinking about designing one, and I was like really struggling trying to like draw and design monster features, I was like, hang on a minute. I get it now. I get it now. And like, some people are absolutely cracked and crazy, you've got people like Juniper Actius, okay? Like, she's the dream, right? She's the dream. Like, being able to draw creatures like Juniper can would be a dream. But I, unfortunately, are not at any kind of level even remotely close to that. So I definitely couldn't make myself something even remotely creature like in the same kind of vein, So I've kind of gone with, although if anyone remembers me saying before, like, oh, it really pisses me off when Monster Girls are just anime girls with a creature feature. Like, if anyone remembers me saying that, I know I sound hypocritical right now. I know what I have on screen sounds hypocritical. So this is me holding my hands up, okay? My VTuber can't hold her hands. But metaphorically, this is me holding my hands up. I admit I was wrong, and I understand why people do it now. I do understand why people do it now. Because, like, as part of my, like, research into it and stuff, like, I was, like, looking around on VGen and stuff, like, trying to find people that did, like, monster art and stuff like that. And I couldn't find anything. And the times I did find people who made things that were like adjacent to what I would like kind of ideally envision, they were way out of my budget. That's not me shitting on the pricing of their art, because they were way in line of charging what they were charging. I'm not shitting on the artists for charging too much, but it was more than I would personally be able to ever raise money for. I'm unemployed. I have a very limited income. So it's just not feasible for me to have to save up like £200 for a single illustration kind of thing, you know? So I did compromise a bit. I did end up compromising a bit with the design, but I think I've met a pretty good compromise. I've still got some features I really wanted in there. I really wanted to go with like a more like fantasy skin tone this time. I didn't want to just be like another just like pale skin VTuber. I guess technically she's still quite pale, but like you know like Schumann white girl pale. I didn't want to just be like another white girl VTuber again. Like, I really wanted a fantasy skin tone. So we've got that. You kind of can't tell in that picture. Can I wait? Hang on. Can I zoom in? Oh, Ginga kept pressing my mouse, and I keep losing my slideshow controls. Stinky boy. Stinky boy. You kind of, I haven't drawn them very well. You kind of can't tell, but her hands are supposed to be clawed. I didn't draw them very well. I'm not the best artist. I'm not the best artist, but she's supposed to have like clawed kind of like fingertips and nails. That's kind of the vision. I didn't like I said, like this is very rough to begin with. I haven't like properly drawn anything out like in proper neatness yet, I guess. Words are so hard right now. Jesus, my brain is like boiling over. But yeah, so she's gonna have the claws. Obviously we got the funny void hands. I kind of envision her like art and rig. If you guys know Matara Khan, Matara Khan Independent. I was about to say Matara Khan of V Shoujo, but she's technically not V Shoujo anymore. But if you know Matara Khan, and her model art is done by I don't know. Is it Clucella? I don't know how to pronounce their name properly. I might be pronouncing it wrong. But anyway, the person who does like Matara's art, I kind of envision her having a mouth kind of similar to that. So I want my mouth to be like quite big and like toothy. I want like big pointy toothy chompers. I don't want like zigzag sharp teeth. I do want them like more kind of like how like Matara's are. I don't just want zigzag shark teeth. Honestly, I'm coming out with like all the bad like design like peeves here. I'm not a big fan of like anime characters that just have like the zigzag pointy teeth. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm all for pointy teeth, but like I don't like it when it's just the zigzag pointy teeth, you know? I kind of hate that in characters. That's one of my big like reasons I hate Boot Hill in Star Rail. That's one of my biggest like design peeves about Boot Hill, because he has the fucking zigzag teeth and I just hate them so much. So she won't have zigzag teeth. She won't have zigzag teeth. And again, like, because this is like quite rough and like not fully fleshed out, she doesn't really have teeth in this picture. But the plan is that she will be quite toothy. I want her to have like that kind of wider mouth and the teeth. That's kind of the mental vision. She will have a jacket toggle. So this is what she looks like under the jacket. I kind of wanted to keep the kind of like tomboy kind of vibes. So like her outfit is kind of athleisure, I guess. Like it's not anything like super duper fancy, or anything like that. I didn't want it to be super duper fancy. I still wanted her to have that kind of like tomboy, athletic, not girly girl kind of vibe to it, you know? That was kind of what I was going for. I wanted to still be colourful, but I didn't want to be pastel this time. IRL, Megu, I'm still very much into pastels. But another thing I've commonly run into when I'm like working with like, you know, overlays and chat widgets and, you know, goal widgets and stuff like that, pastels are hard to work with. I love pastels. My heart IRL is pastel. That rhymes. But they're really hard to work with. Like even right now, like if you look at the chat box, like I can barely see your like on the on-screen chat. Like your names are so hard to read because if I make the names dark, they then clash with all the other pastel shit. But if I make the names light, they just kind of like blend in, and I just like not very readable. And that's a very common problem I've run into with being pastel. So I still wanted to be colorful. I still wanted to like embrace my love of color because I am very much a colorful person. I do love color. I love all kind of colors. I love bright colors. I like deep colors. I like pastel colors. I like muted colors. Like I like color. I'm wearing like literally a bright yellow t-shirt right now. Not yellow, orange. Sorry, I can't. My brain, it's not working. I'm literally wearing a bright orange t-shirt and some green jogging bottoms, like literally right now. And I like colorful shoes and accessories and stuff. I love color. I'm a big color lover. So I still wanted to incorporate color into my design. So this is kind of my compromise colors, I guess. This is kind of my compromise colors. And maybe required to collect brothers. They went to play pool, but they got to be out the way by 8, as apparently the map has a patch. No, Stinky. Tell them to make their own way home. Tell them it's Megu time and you're busy. Tell them it's Megu time and you're too busy. She's given like Sphinx vibes. Wait, what do you mean by, is that, I feel like that's referencing something I don't know, Barnsey. What do you mean she's given like Sphinx vibes? Because if you say Sphinx, the only thing I can think of is like the ancient Egyptian like Sphinx statues, and I'm guessing that's probably not what you mean. maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that is what you mean. Can see that they got to mess up the shading spectrum. Yeah, it can be really hard. It can be really hard to like make pastel colors work. It's something I've really struggled with a lot of design elements over the time of having this model. My previous model was still, pink and, fairly light and colorful, but she wasn't as pastel. And even that, like, it was a lot easier to like make colors work and stuff because she was more like mid-range, like more to the like more. She wasn't like, I didn't go fully bright toned with the previous Megu models assets, but I went brighter than pastel. And anything I wanted to make, if I made that shade of pink or purple or green or blue, like it didn't matter. Like everything worked and it was so easy. Whereas like pastels is like so hard to make work. I don't know. They're just like really hard. Like even now, like with the on-screen chat we got at the moment, like I don't really like how dark the purple chat bubble is. In an ideal world, I would like it lighter, but it doesn't work. If I make it any lighter, it's literally unreadable. It's literally unreadable if I make the color any lighter. It's annoying. It's really annoying. I hate it. It's been such a pain point. So I definitely didn't want to be pastel this time. That was a big part of the vision. The hair colors is quite funny actually, Yumi. The hair colors was a happy little accident. We Bob Rossed the hair colors a little bit because I was just messing with so like the part where like you've got like the pink like shading, that was originally orange. The hair was originally only orange and purple, but I just started like absent-mindedly messing with like different layer properties. to see what they did to the color. I was just like messing around. I actually exported the file to my iPad, and I was just like poking around on my iPad, like having a look at things. And on the iPad, I don't know how many people know Procreate on the iPad, but it's like really easy to change between like the different layer styles on iPad. Well, in Procreate it is, at least. I don't know about other programs, but in Procreate, it's really easy to just like scroll through. So I was just like scrolling through the different blending options on like different layers to see how things looked. And I started scrolling through the blending options on the hair. And then one of the options, I can't remember what option it was I picked now, but one of the options turned the orange color that I originally had into the pink color that you see on screen now. And I'm like, wait, that kind of slaps. And I remember taking a screenshot of it and putting it like in my little like besties like group chat thing. And I put it in there and I'm like, is it just me or does this kind of slap? And everyone was like, oh my God, that actually fucks. So I left it. It was a happy little accident, but I like it. That's what she meant, half woman, half cat creature. Oh, okay. Oh my God, look at her. Oh my God, big surprise, Toru, right? Oh my God. It's okay. We can talk about her now. Also, I saw. Toru, my brain is not working today. My brain is literally not working. I saw someone ask earlier, I think, did I imagine it? Wait, no, hang on. I gotta scroll up. I gotta scroll up a second. Am I dreaming? Did someone mention this? Hold on. Did someone mention it? Wait, I might have dreamt it. Wait, did I dream it? I don't remember. I don't remember. My fucking brain is gone. I think either I dreamt it or someone mentioned it, but I'll talk about it anyway. The eye pattern on the arms, I haven't decided. I swear someone mentioned them and asked if they were just like a design or if they would move, but I think I might be dreaming. But I don't know yet is the answer to that. I don't know. The eyes on the big void hands, the void hand eyes will move. They are intended. They are actual eyes. I don't know if the ones on Megu will be actual eyes yet. I did think about it, and like on the one hand, I was like, oh, that would be like really cool if like they rigged the eyes to like just like move occasionally. But then I was like, will that just be visually like too much though? Or like even if it's not visually too much, like you think about streaming, like you normally like have like what, like this much of your model on screen, right? Like even if I spent like the extra money on like getting the eyes to move, like I don't know, you're not really gonna see them. I don't know. It's on the table. It's not off the table. I will say that the idea is not off the table. I think it will largely come down to a couple of things. A, how much money extra will the rigger charge me to do it? How much will the rigger charge me for the animation? That's one thing. And then, if I do it, if I like it, then I'll keep it. If I don't, I might not. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely something still worth thinking about. I just haven't come to a decision on it just yet. But yeah, it's not, the idea is not completely off the table. It's not completely off the table. Oh, Yumi mentioned it. I wasn't going crazy. Do you guys kind of see? Well, because I know I talked about this on stream before. Like when I've been talking before about like the what I want from a new model, and like I don't know if anyone remembers, but like I said that like I want to be like I want my character to look more mature, but like not in like a sexy. I don't want it to be like sexy like lewd mummy looking. Like that's not what I mean when I mean mature. Like I don't when I say mature, I don't necessarily mean sexual. I know a lot of people. The second you mention mature, a lot of people's brain goes straight to like lewd. I don't mean that when I say mature. I don't mean lewd. But like, do you guys kind of see what I mean? Like if I Oh wait, I'm behind her. Hang on. ah! Ah! I can't get close enough to her. She's too powerful. She's too powerful. I can't get close enough. She's got like a force field around her. Where am I? No, where am I though? Where's the model? I'm so confused. There I am. Okay. So like, do you kind of? I know like obviously like the scale is a bit off, but like, do you see what I mean? Like, she's like, I wanted her to like not look so cutesy wootsy, you know? Like I feel like if you compare like Megu, like as I am now, like model Megu, like her features are very round, you know, her eyes are big and round, and stuff like that. Like everything's just like soft and round and cute, you know, and like obviously the colors and stuff as well. Everything's like soft and cutesy wootsy and stuff. So much so that like half the time, like this is mainly an issue I've had on Skeb. It hasn't happened too much off Skeb, but like a lot of times when I request art on Skeb, like they keep sending me my art back, and like Megu like almost looks like not necessarily like full on lolly, but like a lot of people draw her very young and cutesy looking, more so than I personally think the model looks. Like, yeah, the model's cute, but like, I don't think she looks young. Like, I've got boobs. I know they might not be like, you know, S tier VTuber big honker badonkers, but like, I've got boobs. I'm not flat chested or anything. I've got boobs. I got hips. Like, if I've got hips and a little waist. Like, I'm woman shaped. But yeah, people like to draw Megu looking very young, which is also kind of something that became a bit of a pain point with like commissioning art and stuff like that. As I say, this is that was mainly a problem I kept like encountering on Skeb. Obviously, Skeb is a Japanese platform, and I don't want to say too much because I don't know what can and can't get me in trouble. So I'm not going to say too much with regards to that. But like, if you know, you know, right? I feel like I don't need to elaborate too much. Like I'm pretty sure you guys kind of know what I'm getting at without me having to spell it out. And quite frankly, if you don't know, then you're better for it, trust me. If you don't know what I'm getting at, you're genuinely better off. Do not even worry about it. But yeah, my goal with the new Megu is that like I kind of wanted to have like well, I feel like a good way of like put it is like kind of like the new one feels big sister, whereas this one feels like little sister kind of thing, you know? Like, this one is, like, middle sibling Megu. She's not, like, the youngest sibling. She's not still a kid, but she's not as old as, like, the grown-up sibling, right? I feel like that's kind of a good way of putting it. Like, the new model, she doesn't have, like, mature mummy vibes, but I think she's got, like, grown-up, like, older sister kind of vibes. That's kind of, like, mentally what I was kind of aiming to go for, you know? That's kind of mentally what I'm kind of going for. Like, I don't want her to look all cutesy wootsy and stuff. And hopefully, like with what I said earlier about like having like the big mouth and like the big teeth and stuff, will hopefully add to the fact that she's not all cutesy wootsy kind of thing. I'm hoping that will kind of add on to it. Also, I know we've got the jacket version, and like don't get me wrong, I don't hate the jacket, but I'm just putting this out here right now. I'm gonna put this out here right now. I do think the jacket's cool, okay? I will have the jacket. It will be an option. But although it's like really basic, I kind of love this. I kind of prefer it without the jacket. I kind of prefer it without the jacket. I don't know. Something about this just like makes my brain go brr, you know? It's just like a little sporty tank top and like skin tight pants. Yummy. I don't know. This just makes me very happy. This is my kind of sexy, you know? This is my kind of sexy. I don't need things to be like half naked. I don't need like a tiny strip of fabric covering my nipple and the rest of my boobs are hanging out. Like I don't think those kind of outfits, they don't do it for me. They don't do it for me. This is my kind of sexy. This is my kind of sexy. Also, if I put the jacket on, yeah, Yumi has a great point. Like, look, jacket, like it's cool, right? But I mean, where's her armpits? I can't see them. I can't see them. I don't see her armpits in the jacket, chat, okay? Whereas this one, right? This one, I can see her shoulders, I can see her armpits. Yummy. I need to disappear. No! If it makes you feel better, Bobbington, I don't have too much else to show with this model yet. I don't have too much else to show you. I can let me show the other two slides quickly. Actually, this is a little doodle. I'm like still like actually so obsessed with this fucking doodle. This is a little doodle I made of her the other day, and then this is a little chibi illustration I made of her. There you go. That's all the slides, Bobbington. You technically haven't missed anything at this point. At this point, you technically haven't missed anything. That's the entire slideshow. If I click again, it just goes across to the beginning. So you technically haven't missed anything yet. You technically haven't missed anything yet. But yeah, I drew this little one here. It was so funny because I commissioned an artist. But I wanted some extra expressions for what I ordered. Hang on, let me show you my let me show you how this little chibi came to be. So like I wanted a little art from someone, but I wanted two different expressions. So I made this. I just drew this quickly to like illustrate what expressions I wanted on the little chibi, right? I made this to illustrate what I wanted, and then I just got carried away, so I colored it in and drew the little void hands and stuff. And I'm like actually so fucking obsessed with this chibi. I've ordered the commission. I'm really excited about it. I don't know. I know they're opened on waitlist, so I don't know when I'll actually get it. But the person I've commissioned, which I'm really excited about, is Mogi, and they've drawn Megu before. I'm trying to find it, but I'm blind. Where's my Mogi arts? I know you're in here. I know you're in here. Where are you hiding? Where's she hiding? She's so small I can't see her. They do these chibis, they call them tiny chibis, and I'm just like, I'm fucking obsessed with them. I love them. I don't know, they hit my brain in just the right way. But also they're really small and I can't see them in my files. Where is she? I might actually be blind. Am I blind? I might actually be blind. Oh, there she is. Yeah, this artist. This artist. It's the person who made these. And you know, Marcy made the little model of this Megu, but in the other outfit. So I've commissioned the person who made this to make one of these, but of the new model. I've commissioned her to make one of these, but of the new Megu design. So I drew like a little chibi with like the same kind of like eyes and stuff. Because as I say, I wanted to illustrate to them what expressions I wanted. So I drew this to be like just a little expression guide for them. And then yeah, I thought it was really cute. So I just colored it in. I just colored it in and made it a little piece in its own right because it was just too cute not to. It was just too cute not to. So I made this one, and this one, honestly, like I know it's just like such a small and silly thing, but like I wanted to show this so bad. I wanted to show this off so bad, and this is why, like I said earlier, like I kept getting really frustrated because like I would make things and then not be able to show them anywhere, and I was like finding it like really, really kind of like demotivating and like just kind of annoying to like because I just want to draw her and share her and stuff, you know, and then I'm like, oh, I can't share this though, and it's sad. So that, like I said earlier, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to. I did tweet about this. I did make a tweet about this recently. I put this tweet on Twitter. Oh, it didn't have let's have a little window display moment. little window display moment as a treat chat. Where's my window display? There we go, display capture. That'll do. So I made this tweet. You might have seen this tweet on Twitter a week ago. What a silly little doodle. What a silly little doodle. I didn't put the colors on there, and obviously I didn't put the little void hands on there. No, I did. There's nothing doxable on this screen. Twitter's the only thing that's open on this screen. There's nothing doxable here. But yeah, as you can see, that was this. That was this because like I wanted to fucking shove it off so bad. But I couldn't, so that's what I did. I showed off the black and white version with no funky void hands, but I still kind of wasn't satisfied. I still kind of wasn't satisfied. This one's not as good art-wise. I might have lied actually. I just said to Bobbington like, oh, this is all I'm going to show. You haven't missed anything now, and now I lied because technically he has missed now. I also made this like really scuffy, shitty little doodle. She's kind of giving hell of a boss. I don't know why she looks like that. But I made this like scuffy little like fucking doodle of her as well. And I kind of put that on Twitter. I did put that on Twitter as well, but I put it like it was very heavily filtered. Again, I don't know if anyone remembers me. I don't know who sees what. And I don't really stalk my likes or stuff like that on Twitter, but I did kind of accidentally on purpose post that on Twitter as well, but it was like very heavily disguised. Oh, that's the wrong display capture. Where's my display capture gone? I've lost it. This one. Yeah. See, I posted this the other day as well. So it's the same illustration, but like only a little bit of it. And I put her behind a wall, and I was like, that was my poster. I was like, I just want to leak everything. I want to leak because like I was just like really fucking struggling with keeping everything in, and then at some point, I just decided like, what if we just don't keep it in? What if we just don't keep it in anymore? What if we just go public with the new Megu? So yeah, the other illustration in the slidey show. I've lost the slideshow. Wait, where's the slideshow? I've lost it. So I've got this illustration as well of Megu, which I drew. I'm a little bit annoyed about this one. I'm a little bit annoyed about this one because I made this one for a very specific purpose. And I cannot actually use it for the purpose in which I purchased it, which is annoying. But I don't hate it because it still works in its own right. It still works in its own right. But I originally started making this illustration here. Originally, I was toying with the idea. I keep getting this little voice in the back of my head recently. I've been really struggling with it. I keep getting this little voice in the back of my head because realistically, it's going to be a while before I can afford to do anything with the new model. I say the new model as if it even exists. Yeah, it doesn't. But like, I'm going to be a long way before I can even commission model art, you know? And then even further away from being able to afford rigging. And I keep getting this voice in the back of my head recently. I also blame, I follow a couple people that make their own models and stuff, and they like update their outfits and stuff like on a pretty regular basis. And I'm always really fucking jealous when I see them doing that as well. And like there's this stupid voice in the back of my head that keeps saying like, what if you tried to make your own model again? What if you tried though? Like what if you made your own Megu model? And like I'm kind of convinced it won't be good enough because I hate myself. But I might try it. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. So I originally started doodling this to like test the waters on like if I could make it a chibi model. And then this isn't a model, okay? So this is just a flat illustration at the moment. What I decided to do is instead of like full on like trying to make a model, you know, doing all the illustration, the cutting and everything and stuff like that, because I know I am very likely to like draw something and be like, oh my God, I love it. And then a week later, I hate it, you know? So I thought I'm just going to finish it off at the moment. Like I'm just going to finish it as just a chibi illustration, you know? And then I'm just going to leave her to sit. I'm just going to leave her to sit. And then like maybe look back at her like, however often, you know, and just see if I continue to like her, you know, before I go through like all the time and effort of like actually making a model. I was like, what if I just like color this in as a chibi illustration and then just like leave it to sit and see how I feel about it when time passes a bit, you know? That was kind of the thought process. But then I had another idea of something to do with this model because I brought a really cool goal widget. I spent real life Megu monies on a goal widget because I saw this really cool widget where you can like upload any custom image and it does like a really cool thing where it will like you can have it so like hides the entire image, but then like as the goal gets filled, it like gradually uncovers the image. So I was gonna use this art for that. I was gonna like have a goal on the screen. Like the plan was she would be like, you know, I didn't want it to be like too obtrusive, but like the plan was she'd be like down in the corner here or something, you know, on all my streams. And then like the more, because all of my stream income at the moment, like, I'm saving everything towards getting art and rigging of this new design made. Like everything I earn through Twitch, you know, any subs or bits or anything, I'm saving to go towards this. Any Ko-Fi donations, any of the Ko-Fi membership fees, like everything is going to be saved to go into this. So the plan was I was going to use that widget. And then I was setting it up last night and I'm like, oh, because I realized the widget I brought only works off Stream Elements donations. I don't use Stream Elements donations. I don't use Stream Elements donations, and I don't really want to go back to using Stream Elements donations. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Granted, it was only £7, so like I know it's not the most money in the world, but like it was still a bit annoying that I couldn't actually use it. And like I can't be too mad at the seller. I did leave them a review on VGen just to like give them some feedback because it's a really nice widget and it's like very nicely customizable and it's easy to use. They provided really good setup instructions and everything. And I know it's partly my fault, so I didn't knock their like rating or anything. I still gave them 5 stars. But, like I just left a bit of feedback in my review as well for the benefit of like both the creator and potential like future customers, because I feel like the fault was partly on me because I just assumed, it would have other things. I didn't check if it definitely did do Ko-Fi donations. So I feel like the blame is partly on me. But at the same time, the listing didn't say anywhere that it only did Stream Elements donations. So like, I feel like the blame is it's a bit ambiguous, like it's partly on me for assuming, but also it's partly on the creator for not specifying. So I did just leave some feedback in my review, but like I said, I still left 5 stars. I'm not going to be one of those dicks that like scores down people on reviews now, because I know what I've worked in, like behind the scenes stuff that gets scored like that, and the way it works is stupid. Because like basically, if you don't leave full marks, it's basically 0. That's like. It's a very long-winded conversation I can't be bothered to get into, but just know, chat, if you're ever reviewing something, if it's like on Amazon or whatever, and it's like, how many star rating do you give it? If you mark something as like 4.5 stars, because, it's really good and I like it, but nothing's perfect. From a statistics standpoint, that's basically a 0. If you don't mark something as 5 stars, it's like the star rating system is so fucked. Because a lot of people will just rate stuff as like a 4 because, it's really good, but nothing's perfect, right? So a lot of people will like instinctively mark stuff at like a 4. But the way those stats normally get analysed, it's basically just like a 5 is, yes, you did a good job. And anything below a 5 is you did a bad job. It's stupid. It's stupid the way they worked out, but I've worked in multiple call centers where we have like KPIs and stuff like that, and the stats have always been worked out the same. And I used to have a Etsy shop, and I don't know how VGen works their stats out, but I know Etsy is the same way. I know like if you leave anything less than 5 stars on Etsy, it is hugely detrimental to Etsy sellers. So yeah, I didn't mark this person down for it because I don't think it was wholly their fault, but I do think it would be nice if they did just like specify that it only did Stream Elements donations. Or like if they can edit I did mention as well, like, I'm not a coder, so like I don't know how feasible this is, but like if you could add Ko-Fi donations, that would be amazing. Or like as an alternative, like I do own a couple goal widgets where you can like manually like add to the goal with like chat commands and stuff like that, like something like that as well, so you could just like customize it and do it manually, would be better than just not being able to use it. Because at the moment I can't use it. I can't use the widget as intended because I'm not switching back to Stream Elements. Don't know. So I don't want to. I know a lot of people from like a donating perspective as well. I know a lot of people don't like using Stream Elements for donations. A lot of people don't want their money to go through Stream Elements and stuff, so potentially puts people off wanting to dono and shit. So I really don't want to go back to Stream Elements just for the sake of a cute goal widget. But on the subject of the cute goal widget, I did whip something else up with what I do have available. So ta-da! Why'd you? There you go. Yeah. Ta-da! This is the new goal widget. So she's going to be on screen for all of my streams while I fundraise. I want to make it clear to you guys, I'm not begging, okay? I'm not begging. I plan to do it the same way I've done goals before. Like, it's just going to be on the screen. I'm not really going to, like, I'm not going to ask for donations. I'm not going to, like, constantly, like, put out a call to action or anything. It's just going to kind of be there. And if people do donate, great. But there's absolutely no pressure to donate or anything. I know it's a pretty big goal, and that does include art and rigging. Hopefully I would have... I've had a look, and like with the artists I'm looking at the moment, I will hopefully have some money left over from that as well to like do overlays and stuff. I'm hoping I can get most of what I need for that amount of money. That is the plan. There is already money in there because I have been saving my stream income towards this. It's not a lot yet because I don't earn a lot through streaming. But I am funneling all my own money in there. So like my Twitch payouts and stuff, like I will add to the total and stuff. But yeah, she's going to be on my streams for the foreseeable. So yeah, little silly little chibi Megu is gonna be there. Yeah, she's gonna be there peer pressuring you, Toru. And it's like, donate to me, give me her little void hands, like, give me the money, give me the money. Bringing you into debt right now. I always feel really bad. Like I feel bad having like donation goals on screen, especially like bigger ones. But they are nice to have. Like they can. There's no nice way to say it, but like it can incentivize people to, you know, send something along to help with the cause or whatever. I also kind of like it from the fact that like it lets people know where their money's going as well, you know? Like I do like it from that respect as well. No going into debt for Mega. Safi, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Safi. How you doing? How's Expedition 33 going? How's Expedition 33 going? Without spoilers, because I know I have a couple people in chat that are playing through it or want to play it but haven't played it yet. So no spoilers, please. But you beat it! Safi, are you okay? Without spoilers, are you okay, honey? Are you okay? Oh, I wanna... Safi, can I DM you something quickly? Can I DM you something real quick? I want to know something. I'm okay. It was tragically beautiful. I can't say... DM me the answer, Beck. I can't say too much myself because I know Mia's in the other room, so I don't want to say anything that will like potentially spoil Mia either. So I can't say a lot. Anyone who has completed or watched the ending, if you're guessing what my question is, you're probably right. My question is very obvious if you know. If you know, you know. But I can't tell you guys what it is because it's a very big spoiler. So I can't say too much. Oh my god, Safi, you're so real for that. You're actually so real for that. I've DM'd you my thoughts. I've DM'd you my thoughts, Safi, because I cannot speak them out loud. And now I know that things will happen. Grr! I can't believe the game ends. You ruined everything. But yeah, sorry. Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. Sorry. My brain is all over the place today. But welcome in, everyone. For anyone that doesn't already know me, hello. My name is Megumu. I am currently a Manx Catgirl VTuber. But I am in the progress of designing a rebrand. So this little goober on screen at the moment, this is hang on, let me go to different image. So this is going to be the new Megu design. This is going to be the new Megu design. I'm just doing a little stream to like talk over what I'm changing to and why. So for now, I am a silly pink cat. I'm pink, okay? Don't question it. Do not let the orange hair fool you. I'm a silly pink cat, totally. But a future Megu will not be a cat. There is a future Megu that is not actually a cat girl. So yeah, I'm just having a little stream chatting about that. Also, Barnsey, I saw you mention. I didn't reply to it at the time, but I did see it. So I've not been very good at replying to chat today. I have been reading your messages. I have been reading chat. I've just not been doing very good at replying today. My brain really isn't working. I haven't been. My physical health hasn't been good. I've not been sleeping well. My mental health is really fucking bad at the moment. I'm like barely functional right now. I'm like barely fucking functional. I'm like literally like I'm teetering on the edge of like I'm considering next time I do see the doctors, like I'm genuinely considering asking about antidepressants. Shit's been rough. Shit's been really fucking rough, and I don't know that I can keep coping on my own right now. So yeah, my brain's not been working. I know I'm not doing like my normal like reading and replying to chat very well, but I have been reading. I'm just not very good at replying. But yes, PP is one of the people, Barnsey. PP is one of the people that makes their own models that I keep seeing on Twitter, and I'm like, grr, I want that power. The other one I follow is a Android themed VTuber called Lyro. And he also like does all his own like model art and assets and stuff like that. And then like sometimes he just like posts to Twitter. He's just like, oh, I fancied making a new hairstyle. And he just like posts his model with like a fully drawn and rigged new hairstyle. And I'm like, I want that power. I want that power. So like I keep seeing them too. Like those two are the biggest culprits that I keep seeing, because they're two of the people I see that do it like with a pretty high frequency. I follow quite a few people who do their own model art, but I feel like not everyone updates their art with that kind of frequency, you know? I feel like although I do follow a lot of people that do their own models, like a lot of them don't update their own models with that kind of frequency. But Pippi and Lyro both update their models like fairly recently, like several times a year. I mean, sometimes it feels like several times a month. They both update their models like fairly often. And like I keep seeing their posts and stuff like that. And like there's just this little voice in the back of my head that's like, you know, maybe you should try again. Like maybe you should try making a model. Because like it's gonna take you a long time to save up to get anything good. So like maybe you could try and make yourself something in the meantime, maybe. So I'm kind of toying with that thought. I don't know if it will actually work. I don't know if it will actually work. But I'm kind of toying with the idea. So yeah, this illustration, where is it? This chibi I made, I did start making it with the intention of being a chibi model, but I didn't finish this art as a chibi model. This is just a flat illustration, but I'm gonna like let it sit. Like I said earlier, I'm just gonna like mentally just like let it sit in the background for a bit, and just kind of like go back and check in on it every so often. See if I still like it, you know, or see if I like fall out of love with it in a week. At the moment, like I'm actually like decently proud of this. I did forget to give her any kind of like blush or like anything on her cheeks. Which is a fault on my part. But you know, that's not a deal breaker. That would be easy enough to add on later. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of let her sit and see if I like it. And kind of go from there. I have been toying with the idea. This one is a lot more I don't know how to word this. Like words are really hard. I don't know what the right word is for my thoughts right now. No. The brain is not braining. But I did also in my Infinite Wisdom. I did kind of accidentally also start potentially, again, I'm not sure if this will actually go anywhere, so you can't hold me to this, but I did kind of oh god, hang on, I've lost it. Come back. Resliding images on OBS is so hard. I have potentially also been toying with the idea of like, what if I made myself like a big boy model? What if I made, let's just do like head and shoulders for now, because like I haven't drawn her shoes and she doesn't have a lot of detail on the legs yet, so we'll just like put her there for now. But I did kind of also had the brainwave of like, what if I made a non-chibi model? But again, I don't know how far I will or won't get with that project. We will very much see. I've done a fair bit of work on the sketch, but like it's not like finished. It doesn't have all the details on. Wait, I just realized something. I missed something else on the chibi I made, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, you can kind of see I drew it better in this than I did on the first picture I showed you. Like, see how that like this is my attempt. A better artist could probably make the hands look more clawsy, but this is like kind of my, like when I said earlier, like I want the hands to be kind of clawy, you know? So like I've got like the points on the fingertips, and like I kind of tried to like emphasize like the knuckle shape. Like I didn't want them to be like smooth, slender, perfect, pretty anime girl fingers, you know, and that's why they're kind of like shaped the way they are. That was kind of the idea. I don't know if I pulled it off very well, but that was the vision. That was the idea, you know. That's the dream. I don't know if I don't know. Why won't you shrink back? There we go. There we go. But that's kind of my vision with the hands, is that like she would be kind of clawsy. And you can see a little bit, I know this is like a closed mouth rather than an open mouth, but like you can kind of see a bit of like the vibe I was going for, like when I said earlier about how I want like quite a wide and toothy mouth. I'm not 100% sold on fangs being visible on a closed mouth or not. They wouldn't be flesh fangs. They would be like actual teeth visible. I'm not a again, this is Megu coming in with another VTuber design trash take, but I'm not a big fan of flesh fangs. I know a lot of people really like them. I personally don't like the flesh fang look. It's not for me. I mean, I don't hate it. Like, it's fine. It doesn't piss me off too bad. But I would just prefer a character having like an actual toothy thing, you know? I don't know. The flesh fangs just don't do it for me. Holding you to this? Please don't. Please don't, Lilac. Don't hold me to anything. Do not hold me to anything. I cannot be relied upon. Hey! But yeah, Yippee! No, not Yippee! Not Yippee! Yeah, I don't know if, I mean, I could make the art. The art, there's no ifs about the art. The art I could make. The biggest issue with the art would be if I can tolerate the art enough to live with it. That will be the problem with the art. Technically, I can do the art. I have drawn, cut, and rigged my own models before. They were by no means great, but I've done it. And I know I can do it again. And I know my art has improved a lot since then. So I know a model I make today will definitely be way better than the models I made in the past. But it's whether I can make it good enough that I don't hate it in 2 weeks' time, you know? And the last Megu model that I drew and rigged myself, I think it literally, like, I'm pretty sure I only streamed of it for like a few streams even. Like I didn't have that model for very long because I made it and I loved it and I was like, yeah, this is so cool. I used it for like 2 streams, watched a bit of my VOD and I was like, oh god, that looks awful. And then I just like never wanted to use it ever again. So it would depend. It would depend on if I look at the art again 2 weeks later and decide, ew, I hate it. Disgusting. It would very much depend on that. The rigging would be a lot harder because rigging is a lot. But again, like I think like since I technically can do art and rig, you know, like yeah, I'm not the best at either of them, but like technically I can do it. And like I told Mia about, you know, thinking about doing this the other day, and I can understand why he said it. Mia straight away he was like, are you sure? Because you really didn't like it last time. Like when you made your models before, like you didn't even like them for that long. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, you don't know if you don't do it, right? Like, what if this time I made something I was happier with? Like, I don't know. Maybe I might. Maybe I might be happier with it this time. Like, I'm definitely happier with my chibi stuff. I think this chibi Megu, I think has more of a chance of sticking around than... I keep losing my sources. Life is too hard for me. Where are you? This one. I think a chibi model would definitely be more long-term reliable than me making a model like this. Purely because like I have got to a point with my chibis where I do like pretty consistently like them. I'm definitely in a much better place mentally with my chibis than ever before. So I think if I made a chibi model, I think she'd have a pretty decent chance of hanging around as long as like the rig was like half decent. The rig, it wouldn't have to be the world's best rig, but it would at least need to be not wonky dog shit. It would at least need to be not wonky dog shit. It would definitely, I think a chibi model made by Megu would definitely hinge more on the rig than the art. Because I'm pretty comfortable and confident with my chibi style. I feel like I settled into a pretty good groove with chibis. So he definitely has a better shot at living than the big model. But I know I do prefer streaming with full-scale models versus chibi models. Which is why I did start dabbling in making a full-scale one too. Because I know overall I would prefer a big model instead of a chibi. But again, it depends very much on if I make it and then if I hate it again 2 weeks later. If I get through the art part as well, there is, I won't lie to you, there is a very high chance I might make art but then not get on with rigging. I don't love rigging. I don't know if rigging these days would be better. Back when I rigged my previous models, like this was like 4.5 years ago now, and there was a lot less material available. Like there weren't the same amount of like guides and resources and stuff. People didn't have like learning files back then. You know, a lot of people didn't make how-to stuff for rigging back then because VTubing was still like quite small and niche. So I was like, there was kind of that, like, no one outright said it, but like it felt like there was that mentality of like, you know, why am I going to show you how to do this yourself when, you know, people can pay me to do it for them, you know? It very much felt like, because it was like so kind of like niche, it was like almost kind of, I guess kind of gatekeepy. I guess kind of gatekeepy to a degree, because like people didn't want to tell you how to do things because there weren't a lot of people rigging anyway. So like they wanted people to come to them to, you know, so they could charge for it. Whereas these days, like, because it's become a lot more mainstream and because like the market is like really saturated with like so many riggers at like every level of the playing field and stuff, I feel like people aren't as gatekeepy about it now. There's definitely a lot more guides and tutorials and resources and stuff these days than there used to be. So maybe I would get on better with rigging these days. Like now there's like a lot more like resources available. Maybe I'll get on with it better. I don't know. But I feel like rigging definitely has a big potential to be a roadblock. That's where the downfall will be. It will either be in my ability to rig something, or it will be me falling out of love with the art a week after making it. Those are going to be two potential roadblocks. And like if I make my own model, but I don't get on with rigging it, I'm not going to lie, I probably wouldn't pay to send it off to someone else. If I'm going to pay someone to rig a model for me, I would rather just save up and get a well-made model from someone else. I would rather, if I'm spending money to get a model rig, I would rather get a good model rigged, you know, not just this will do until I can afford a good model, paying to get that rigged sort of thing. So I think those will be my two kind of biggest sticking points. It will be not being able to rig it or falling out of love with the art. But this was another reason. This is kind of another reason why I was thinking about coming public with the design as well. Because, like, if I'm keeping everything secret, you know, all the time, because I've already spent, like, I don't know how many hours I've spent making this, or even this one, you know, I've spent a decent amount of hours so far making both of these, right? But, like, I can't draw them on stream or anything if the design is secret, right? Like, if everything's still secret, I can't make stuff like this on stream or anything. It has to be a purely off-stream activity. But then if the only thing I feel like doing is drawing this art, then it's like picking and choosing, you know, do I stream because I want to stream, or do I not stream because I want to draw the art I can't draw on stream, you know? So this was like another reason why that like factored into me like not keeping the design public. Because, like, I just... There's a lot of reasons, like, basically. But that was just, like, one of the other reasons. Is because, like, I can't... If I want to just draw something silly of her, you know, I want to just be able to draw it and post it and share it, you know? Or, like, if I'm doodling her on stream, you know? I want to just be able to doodle it on stream. I don't want to have to hide everything. And like at the moment, like I said earlier, like my mental health especially has been really bad recently, and one of the few things I can do for myself to put a smile on my face is making art of this. Making art of this character is like one of the few things giving me any kind of life at the moment. And it kind of sucks that like the only thing I'm really finding any enjoyment in is kind of like stifled. It doesn't feel good. Like my mental health is definitely the biggest reason. Like in an ideal world, I would have liked to keep it secretly. In an ideal world, I would have liked to keep it secret. You know, I do like the idea of having like a big secret debut where like no one knows what I'm making, because like even when we debuted this model, like I'd been drawing the new design for this model for like over a year before I debuted this model. You know, she wasn't secret. I had like emotes in my Twitch of the new design for like a year before this design even debuted officially, because it wasn't secret. When I got my first model made by Yami, again, the design wasn't secret because I'd already self-drawn my own models using that outfit and that hairstyle and stuff. So yeah, I was debuting a new model, but it was still the same design, you know, the design wasn't a surprise. So I've never actually done a debut that's like complete surprise, like no one knows what to expect from it kind of thing. So like part of me did really like the idea of doing that. And in an ideal world, like, I think I would still like to try and debut a model that way. But I just think for where I am in life at the moment and like for how bad my mental health has been, I just feel like it doesn't make sense to do something detrimental to my health when I could just go public with it and you know, it's not going to magically fix me. You know, I'm not going to magically not be depressed because this design is public now. It's not going to fix everything. But, like, it would just be nice not to have to worry about it, you know? And, like, if I do an iPad stream at one point, you know, I don't want to accidentally worry about pressing the wrong file and Procreate, and then it opens up and then, whoops, doxed the new design again. Silly Megu. You know, like, even that is, like, something I'm, like, constantly, like, stressed and worried about when I stream, which, again, sucks. Like, I don't need extra points of, like, stress and things to worry about, like, shit's bad enough without extras, you know? So there's a lot to it. There's a lot behind the decision, but like I just feel like it will be better for me to be. What? What?
Just charging you up.
You smell like soap.
Because I'm cleaning.
You have wet hands.
Only slightly down.
You wet-handed me. My thumb is wet. My hair is clean. He's so stinky. He's so stinky. It was Mia. He came and hugged me, but he's cleaning, so he's all wet. He's made my thumb wet. But yeah, so that's the new design. Also, my plan is I've already spoken to them. And they are willing to do the project. Obviously, I've got to save up money first because I cannot afford it yet. But wait, can I don't know if I can say this actually because I haven't officially commissioned them. But they did say they were on board with the project. Like they did say that they would be really happy to do it. Can I say it? Can I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm going to preemptively say it. Obviously, this is very much TBA. I don't have the money yet to commission the person yet. I don't have the money anyway. Plus, they're not currently open. And I don't know, even when they open next, I don't know if I'll have the money by then to do it. So I don't know if or when this will happen. But in an ideal world, if all the stars align and at one point Megu has money and they have openings and are still happy and able to do so, I'm hoping to get Toki to do the new model. I'm hoping to get Toki to do the model art. Even if I do make my own model, like even if I do make the chibi or big model myself, I probably will still be. I'll still be. And there's no probably. I don't know why I said probably. I'll still be saving up to get like a in quotation marks proper model made. And Toki is my top pick for who to do it. So as I say, as long as the stars align, you know, and Megu gets money and Toki has availability, hopefully I will be able to get Toki to make the new Megu model. Because I think Toki would be able to do a really good job of it. And I've worked with Toki before. I know she's really good to commission and stuff. I really like the fact that like Toki, even though we're friends, Toki is still very professional when it comes to like a commission basis. I have had some bad experiences in the past commissioning friends. Not you, Giri. Giri is amazing to commission. 100% recommend commissioning Giri. But I have had some pain points commissioning friends in the past, which kind of put me off wanting to commission friends. I'm not going to lie. Not all friends. Like I say, Giri and Toki would 100% commission them both in a heartbeat. But there have been people in the past, not just in I was just about to say Bluetooth, and I don't even know why. I was about to say Bluetooth instead of VTubing, and I don't know what just happened to my brain. But yeah, not just VTubing. Like I'm talking like pre-VTubing as well. This isn't aimed at like any one person. It has unfortunately been unlucky enough that it's happened to me multiple times. But yeah, I've kind of been stung about like commissioning with friends before, and it kind of puts me off wanting to commission friends. But I know Toki still, like, she's got a good, like, separation between, like, work and friend, you know. And if you've commissioned Toki, which I have commissioned Toki before, Toki did the reference sheet for my current design, and I know she deals with commission work as, you know, very professionally. She's very professional and stuff. She doesn't just like fuck around with deadlines and stuff like that because, oh, we're friends, right? You know, she doesn't mess you around or anything. Like, she says she'll get shit done and she gets the shit done. Like, she's really fucking professional. So yeah, hopefully, as I say, as long as all the stars align and everything, hopefully Toki for the model. And I've shown Toki the new design. Toki is well aware of the new design because I DM'd her to like ask for a quote and stuff. And she's really excited about the design and she really likes the idea of what I want to do with certain things. Like, you know, I showed you earlier, the little like void hands. Like, I have plans. I'm not gonna say what yet because there are some certain elements I can still keep a bit of a surprise. But I have plans of like certain things I want like the void hands to be able to do and stuff. And Toki is really excited about it. She's like really keen to work on it. So it'll be really nice to work with someone that A is like genuinely very passionate about the project, but B, I know I won't have that kind of, I know I won't be like anxious or worried about it or anything, you know, because I know Toki is hardworking and very trustworthy. So yeah, maybe one day you'll tune into a Toki stream and she'll be making this. Maybe one day you'll tune into a Toki stream and this face will be staring back at you. Maybe. It looks like the hand's grabbing me. Ooh. Ooh. Give me head pats. Funny void hand. Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe because like I said, like I won't have the money to like stump up extra cash for like NDA fees or anything like that. Which is also another reason. It's also another reason why I thought like I might as well just come public with it because I know there's multiple people in amongst my regulars who know Toki and watch Toki streams. Like I know just off the top of my head, I know Giri, Mr. Lion, Yumi, Barnsey, Nessa. Like I know I've seen all of you guys in there, just to name a few people. So I know a bunch of you will see it at some point anyway. And like obviously if she is working on stream one day, I'm gonna be in chat and I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna sit there like quietly pretending it's not me. Like if she's working on stream one day and I'm in chat, I'm gonna be fucking talking about it. I'm gonna be excited. I'm not gonna be able to sit there and pretend it's not me. I will give myself away instantly, like, because I'll see it on screen. I'll be like, oh my god, Toki looks amazing. I won't be able to help myself. I know I won't. So that was yet another reason in favor of just kind of like going public with it now, like sooner rather than later sort of thing. Because I just want to do shit, man. I just want to do shit. My favorite weekend morning streams. Yes, I don't always chat in Toki streams because like a lot of times I'm like really sleepy and dead in the mornings anyway. I did feel bad for my morning streams because like I've got a few Australian people that I like to watch as well, like because Australian time zone people are pretty good for UK morning watching. So like, I feel bad because like I'm not super chatty when I watch like Diceel, Emu or Callie. Even though I love them and their streams immensely, like I don't always have, you know, in the mornings I don't always have social energy, you know. Having social energy in the morning is hard. So I'm not always like super chatty in morning streams, but I do love hanging out in Toki streams on a Saturday morning. Get a little bit of Toki in my system before I have to go out and face Tesco. It's nice. Oh, pardon me. She's super freaking communicative. She is. She's amazing to work with. And Toki's always been really nice. Like, I had to... There were a couple times... Pardon me, sorry. I'm really gassy all of a sudden. I don't know why. There were a couple times when she was making my reference sheet. I had to go back to her twice for corrections, like after the commission was like finished and I'd had like the delivered files and everything. Like I'd signed off on it. I'd said, yeah, it's perfect. And then I realized the first time something was missing. I was like, I forgot this was part of my design, but I just had to tell my model artist this, and now I need to tell you too. So I had to get that corrected, and then there was something else I had to get corrected for reasons I'm not going to discuss. And both times, like, Toki was brilliant. Like, she was so good about correcting them. She did them both super duper fast, even though both times I told her, like, you know, there was no rush or anything. And I offered to pay her both times as well. I was like, if you want to charge for like the correction or the extra work or anything, like, that's fine. Just like, let me know how much you want to charge for it and I'll pay it. Like, it's not a problem. But like both times I had to like get corrections to this finished artwork. But both times I had to get corrections. She did it super fast for me, even though I said there was no rush. And she didn't charge me any extra, even though I was more than willing to pay. Like, she really does go above and beyond. She really does. I've got, as long as she's not too busy at the time, and I know she's been getting pretty popular. I know she's been popping off a little bit. But I do have a certain purple cat in mind for an illustration project for New Megu 2. I do have a certain purple cat you guys might know in mind for an illustration. I don't know 100% what I will want yet. It will definitely be something I'll have to discuss with Giri way in the future, because I don't know exactly what I do want yet. But if she has availability and she's happy to do it, I do like the idea of Giri doing a start and screen illustration for me. Purple cat from the purple site. Yeah. I have told Giri already. I was like, I've got you in my sights too, Giri. You can't hide from me. Megu has plans for you too. Me doing a city on Toki waitlist. Me doing a city on my bank account. Me just like waiting on my bank account to fill up. I'm about... Wait, I forget. I think I'm roughly about halfway to being able to afford Toki at the moment with what I've currently got saved. Yeah, I'm about halfway. I'm like a teeny smidge over halfway. Of what? Because in pounds, yeah, in pounds it's going to cost me roughly about 500 quid. Not counting like toggles or stuff like that we add on, but that's a future problem. So I'm like a little over halfway there at the moment. So I'm dutifully saving. I'm saving all my money. Like I said earlier, any donos, my Ko-Fi members, any bits or subs or anything on Twitch, like I'm saving everything. It goes into a separate bank account, and I'm just like, I'm saving everything because I want to get this shit done, and I want to get it done as soon as possible. And I know it's not going to be that soon, but I want to do whatever I can to make it sooner. So I want to be really, really good as well, because I'm trying to be a bit better with like my eating and stuff like that. So it's another incentive to like not cave in and like order cheese toasties with my Twitch payout. So it'll make me physically healthier too, hopefully, because I won't be cheeky and dip into it to buy food or go to Primark and buy things I don't need just because they have Hello Kitty on them. No, Megu, you don't need another Hello Kitty sweatshirt. You have 5. But there's always room for one more Hello Kitty sweatshirt. Am I right? Am I right? One does not simply walk past a Hello Kitty sweatshirt without buying it. But yeah, like I said earlier, I will, for the foreseeable, I will have the little goal on screen. As I say, I don't want anyone to feel pressured into donating for it. There's no rush. There's absolutely no rush, because the people I'm looking at will oh, you got the Build-A-Bear cinnamon roll. I'm literally so jealous. I'm literally so jealous. I want him so bad. He is so big and so friend-shaped. I'm actually so jealous. I want the Build-A-Bear cinnamon roll, and I want the Build-A-Bear Mothman. I really like the Mothman Build-A-Bear too. He's just a little guy. Brothers didn't need picking up after asking to... What? Beat your brothers up now. Fisticuffs immediately. Did you ever get your PC back from the spider? Where did the spider go? Did you reclaim your PC, Bobbington? Oh, I'm wow jealous. I want the cinnamon roll. I want the cinnamon roll. I'm jealous. Become as spiders. Yeah, I don't have a rigger in mind yet. I would be open to potentially working with Wiwi again. But obviously it's availability and price depending. I do have a couple other riggers that I've kind of like mentally kind of what's the word? I'm drawing a blank on the word. But like in my head, I've like mentally made a note of people. Is it Zonin Prime? I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Moo Crew. Sorry, my brain is not working today. My brain not working very well today. I can't remember if she did it. Because I know a while back Wiwi was talking about raising their prices, and depending on how much they raised their prices by, I might be priced out of working with Wiwi. I don't know. But I do have alternative options. I do have alternatives if Wiwi isn't available or affordable for any reason. They messaged me as I was driving there and I was around a corner. No, that's so annoying. Yeah, bookmark. Bookmark's a good one. Like for some reason, my brain went. I almost said blacklisted, and I was like, no, wait. A blacklist is a very different thing. I have not mentally blacklisted riggers. Actually, that's a lie. I have mentally blacklisted Kevin, but that's valid. I have one mentally blacklisted rigger. You nailed it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I do my best. I do my best. I drove back without them. Yeah, drive back without them and never help them again. Blacklist your brothers. Blacklist your taxi service from your brothers. Wait, no, oh my god, my brain. Blacklist your brothers from your taxi service. There we go. There we go. That's the proper sentence, right? So valid. Right. I have him like blocked and muted and stuff. I do not know what he's up to anymore. Twitter has been a better place. That's all I'll say. My Twitter's been a better place since I blocked and muted him. That's all I'm gonna say. I will not elaborate. Again, if you know, you know. Wait, is there a Karomi? Yuri said she wants Karomi. Wait, is there a Karomi builder there? Or are we just talking Karomi in general? Oh, no, there is a Karomi. Wait, she's so cute. Oh, I want the Karomi too. Who do they have? Hang on, I'm on the Build-A-Bear website now, chat. Bear with me. Oh my god, they have a Gudetama. He looks so silly. I love him. Does he have little butt cheeks? He has little butt cheeks. That's so cute. I want the lazy egg. I want the lazy egg. Look at his little cheeks. Hang on, where's my display capture moment? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Look at his little butt cheeks. Look at his little cheekies. I love him. Look at him. He's so silly. He's so silly looking. I love him. He almost, I feel like he almost, like, because of the shape of his limbs and stuff, like, I don't know, I feel like he almost looks like more like a roasted chicken than an egg, but I love him. He looks so silly. He is so silly looking, and I'm here for it. What a great plushie. How do I wait? I want to be on screen again. I want to be on screen. There we go. We can both be on screen. Look how cute these are. They're so cute. Look at the Karomi. Look at her compared to and that's not even like a kid. Like that image, that's not even a child. That's not a child holding up. That's like a like she looks like an adult. That's like a grown person. That is a grown person. That is a whole ass person. Oh my god, wait, how is Cinnamon Roll that big? Wait. How big is Cinnamon Roll? Oh, wait, are they different sizes? Because that Cinnamon Roll's a lot cheaper than Karomi. Karomi's like 90 quid. Oh, there's a big Cinnamon Roll. Okay, that looks like a child. That's still pretty big, though. To be as tall as a child almost sat down, that's still pretty big. Oh, Safi, I'm actually so jealous. Zeffy, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Zeffy. How are you doing? How was your stream? I hope you had a good stream. Hang on, we're having. Hang on, let me let me close the display capture a minute. We're having a little Build-A-Bear detour at the moment. But this is an Megu behind me, beside me, kind of. This is the new me in future Megu. Sorry, my brain is malfunctioning tonight, Zephyr. You'll have to bear with me. You'll have to bear with me. My brain is not working today. Let me hang on. Where's this? Let me make this smaller so you can see more of it. Let's show the raiders. Welcome in, raiders. For anyone that doesn't already know me, hello, my name is Megumu. I'm currently a Manx Catgirl VTuber, but I'm just having a little stream today just to discuss my future rebrand. And this is what I will eventually be rebranding to. This is the plan of my eventual rebrand. I don't know what I'm calling it yet, but she's kind of like void themed, I guess. The idea is that like the hands are like void hands, and like all the eyeballs are like, ooh, mystery, spooky. That's kind of the loose vibe. But then she's like also kind of tomboy and athletic looking, because that's just what I like. That's just kind of what I like. I don't know what I'm gonna call her yet, but we have a lot of time to think about it, so it's fine. Hi, baby. Also, do not worry about the follow. I do that all the time, Zeffy. The amount of times I like follow people on Twitter, and I'll go to their streams, because like I'll see their like go live post on Twitter or something. So I click through and I'll just like happily watch and lurk the streams and stuff. And then, I just leave when they finish or whatever. And then like 1 month down the line, or like however long it's been, I'll be like, hang on a minute. I'm not following. I've done it more times than I can count. There was a channel one time, I had like nearly 60k channel points before I realized I wasn't actually following. It was Red Bean Porridge, and like I always got his go live posts in my feed, so I would just click through from that, and I never realized I didn't follow him. I was like literally watching him for months, and I built up so much channel points, and then one day I just looked and I'm like, wait, oh no, wait, I'm not following you. Also, sometimes I don't know if anyone else is this ridiculous or if this is just a me problem, but like I don't always like follow, like if someone's live, I don't like following when they're live. So like a lot of times I'll be like, I'll follow when they end stream, but then I'll forget to follow when they end stream, because like I don't know, sometimes I don't like I don't know, I don't like being called out. Which is a bit hypocritical, because I always call out people that follow me. So the irony isn't lost on me. But yeah, I don't know. I get really anxious about like following, and like if someone like calls my name out or something, or like I don't know, like what if someone recognized me, and that would be like so awkward and embarrassing. So I don't like, if I'm like watching someone new and they're like actively live, I'll be like, I'll follow them when they're offline. But then I forget, and when they're offline later, I'll go to the tab and I'll be like, oh, they ended, and I'll just close the tab without following, and then I never followed. It's okay. I follow people 100% and it's unfollowed me. Yeah, I've had people say that before as well. I don't think that's happened to me. Maybe it has. I don't know. But yeah, no worries. Do not feel bad about the follow at all. I completely understand. I'm just as guilty of it. I'm just as guilty of the same. Do not worry. Zeffy, do you like plushies? We were having a little Build-A-Bear tangent, because someone in chat mentioned that their partner brought them the cinnamon roll Build-A-Bear. So we've accidentally ended up looking on the Build-A-Bear website. We're accidentally looking at the Build-A-Bear. Oh my god, wait, the zombie pom-pom purin is so cute. Wait, that actually goes so hard. I kind of want a zombie pom-pom purin. I don't think I'm saying his name right. How do I say his name? Is it pom-pom purin, or is it like purin? Puring? How do I say his name? Does anyone know how to pronounce his name? I might be saying it wrong. He's really cute. He's actually so cute. Oh my god, oh wait, you can't, hang on, you can't see all of it. Wait, where's my... Look at the mocha. The mocha plush. It's so cute. Chat, I want to build a bear. Someone buy me Build-A-Bear right now. Someone, Mia! I want plushies! They're so cute. Oh, mocha's out of stock though. That's sad. Oh, the smaller Karami's out of stock too. I know this is kind of against the point of Build-A-Bear. I don't really like the little outfits. I like them when they're like just the plushie. You know, I prefer just the plushie. I don't need any of the little outfits or anything. I'd be happy. I'd be happy with just the plush. I already have our results just ones of outfits. I think these might just all be ones of outfits. Yeah, I think the rest of it's just outfits and accessories. These are so cute. Who do I want? I want the Gudettima. I want big cinnamon roll. I want the big wait no wait would I rather have cinnamon roll or Kuromi? They both go so hard. They both go so hard. I really like zombie Pom Pom Purin. I actually want Pom Pom Purin, little zombie Pom Pom Purin, so bad. He's actually so fucking cute. He's got his little butthole and everything. I love him. It's a shame he's not like one of the big ones. It's a shame he's not one of like the big plushies. I want the biggest pom-pom stat. They did have a big pom-pom. I swear I saw a big pom-pom. And then where's he further up? Hang on. I swear there was a big one, wasn't there? I'm not going mad. Yeah, look, there is a big one. Look at him. Absolute unit. Absolute unit. He is a big fella. Look at him, Barnsley. That could be you. Look at the size of him. This could be you, Barnsley. This could be you. That could be your big pom-pom Purin. That could be you. Wait, there was a bigger one for like, wait, was there? You should get him. He's amazing. I want the zombie one, even though he's smaller. Why will my window not go back? Ah, oh god, it went all the way back. Okay, go back to my other tab. I really want, hang on, let me show you guys the Mothman. I want Mothman too. Look at the Mothman plush. Look how cute he is. I want Mothman. He's adorable. I love him. I've been signed up to email alerts for him. But I don't know if he'll ever come back in stock. I'm actually signed up for alerts on him, but I don't know if he's ever coming back. But I love him and I want him desperately. I want him so bad. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Just a little fella. Zom Purin. Yes, Fancy. Oh, I want them. Give me plushies now. Inject plushies into my bloodstream, please and thank you. I don't have room for big plushies though. As much as I would love one of the big ones, it's like where do I put it? What do I do with it? what do I do with it? Probably too big to share the bed with both me and Mia. And I don't really have anywhere in here I could put a big plushie. It's like me and Giri were talking in DMs the other day about the you know, the Pokemon have come out with the life-size evolutions. We were talking about them in DMs the other day, and I'm like, I don't have the space or the money for one. I want them so bad. They're so cool, and Eevee are like my favorite Pokemons. I mean, I don't think you can get them in the UK anyway, which kind of sucks, but I want them. I don't care if I don't have the room for them. I want them. Maybe I could just like, I don't know, suspend them from the ceiling or something. Wait, no, that sounds so grim. That would be kind of grim. I take it back. I don't think I want Pokemon suspended from the ceiling. Unless they were ghost Pokemon. If you had like ghost or flying Pokemon, actually displaying them from the ceiling would go pretty hard. If it was like a flying or ghost type Pokemon, hanging them from the ceiling would go pretty hard. But I don't think it would work for Eevee. I don't think it would work for Eevee. Hello, is it dinner time? Is it dinner time? Do you want your wets? You want to tell chat how hungry you are? Tell chat you're hungry. Oh, that was a big meow. You want your din-dins? Yes, a din-dins time. Chat, we gotta go AFK for a minute. Ginga wants his din-dins. You gonna go let me feed the cat, chat? Is it okay if I step away? That was a big meow. I asked and he delivered. I heard that one really clearly, even through my headphones. I will be back into Memento chat. I am gonna go get Ginga his dinner time food. It's his evening feed time. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Dang, no TTS to give Ginga talk. Oh yeah, because I turned it off, didn't I? I turned off TTS last time because shit was broken. I'll be back in a minute. Chat. Chat. I might have realized something while I was feeding Ginga. I haven't fed myself. I haven't fed myself. Also, Why do I no longer hear Spotify? Wait, chat, do you still hear Spotify? Why have have I lost my sounds again? I heard that though. Where did Spotify go? No spot. Wait, what? It's still playing? Huh? Interesting. I can. It's very quiet. I don't hear it at all. Hang on. Let me try. Close it and reopen it, maybe? I can't sit here in silence. I can't sit here in silence. Silence gives the voices time to speak up, and we're not about that life. We only speak to the void in this chat. No, I still can't hear it. Why is it? Wait, why did it go? Hello? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Where's me sound? What if I turn it up? Like, is it louder for you guys? Why can't I hear it? Why? I don't understand. Where did my sound go? Where's sound? I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't wait. I can't hear it even if I monitor you guys. What? I don't know what's happening. Loud? Is it too loud now? Or better? Well, is it okay where it currently is? Is it okay where it currently is? I don't know why I can't hear anything. What if hang on, let me change the... No, it's done that thing again. It's just gone. Like, I've just changed it to my speakers. And the music's not coming out through, even if I change it to like a different audio channel. It's not coming out of anything. Why does it keep doing this? I didn't even do anything. I could hear my BRB screen music. When I came back, I could hear the BRB screen music. But Spotify's just gone because reasons. But it's like fucked because even if I switch to the monitor device, I can't hear it. Because if I click on the stream mix on Wavelink, that's supposed to be me hearing what you guys hear. But all I can hear is myself talking. There's no music, even if I monitor that source. Huh? I'm so confused. Why is my PC like this? Why is my PC like this? Maybe we just wrap up here then, and Megu goes and feeds herself. maybe we just call it a day here, and I go and eat food. Because I did plan, okay, in my defense, Mr. Lime, before you get mad at me, I did plan to eat something before stream. That's why I set the start time, because I nearly did 5 o'clock. And then I was like, no, I'll do 6. That gives me time to eat dinner and stuff before stream. So I did plan to eat, but then I came over feeling really sick earlier. I felt really hot and I was like really bloated. My tummy felt really icky and my IBS was being literal poo-poo. And I felt really, really ill. So obviously I didn't want to eat while I was feeling like really ill and sick and bloated. So I didn't want to eat when I felt like that. So I just started stream without eating. But then I completely forgot. I feel okay now. I don't feel ill anymore. But it just dawned on me when I was feeding Ginga. I was like mixed up his food. And I just went, oh, I should probably feed myself. And I just had Mia shout in from the other room, like, yeah, you probably should. Maggie, Toru. Wait, if I say your name a lot of times in a row, it sounds like I'm just saying toe. 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 Check DMs a sec. Wait, what? What is happening? I've got fucking 24 DMs. What is happening? Why do I have so many DMs? What is... Hang on. What is happening in Fishfest? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. No, Olivia! What is Toru saying? Wait, is that Springtrap? Hold on, I gotta look at this chat. Can I hear it? Oh, I can hear it. Amazing. I love it when I can hear things. Hold on, chat. This is important. Toru sent me something FNAF based. Can you hear it? I don't know if you hear sounds from Discord. God, I wish that was me. Can't hear it, no? Good. Good. He actually does look so fucking good. Holy shit. Chat, do I have a Dead by Daylight arc? Does Megu have a Dead by Daylight arc? It will be me just throwing games and feeding myself to Springtrap. Are we in? Are we in? Trust me, no. No, it's fine, because I only want to feed myself to Springtrap. It's fine. I just want to feed myself to Springtrap. He do be looking good, though. What a man. What a man. I'm confused on what his fucking power is, though. Why is he throwing axes like Huntress? I understand travel power, but don't get that bit. I don't know anything about DBD, so I don't even know what you're talking about, Toru. I literally don't know what you're talking about. But if you're confused, I'm confused. I'm not all 24, it's not me! It was chat, he's lying. All 24 was Toru. All 24 was Toru. And all he's talking about is toes. The boy started talking about racist stuff. Blame Hay and TK. I do. I did click in and have a little scroll. And I saw it was all TK and Hay. I'll have a proper looky later. Oh, I don't like sitting here with no music. It feels weird. Right, I am going to wrap up, chat. As much as I do love you, my what lovely feet. I'm so glad Mia's met Minoko now, because like I don't want to spoil anything. So like I didn't want to like be saying to Mia like, oh, SKA and Minoko are my favorite, because Mia's gonna be like, who's SKA and Minoko? I didn't want to give anything away. So I've been very good. I've been like restraining myself IRL. I've got like Minoko's theme on my Spotify playlist, but like if I'm like listening through my speakers, it comes on and I'm like, no, I gotta skip song. I'm like, I can't spoil this for him. He can't know this song. So I keep having to skip it. But yeah, I'm so glad. I'm not gonna say anything super spoily, Lilac. Unless you consider character names a spoiler, in which case yes, maybe. But yeah, it's been so hard to like not say anything, and like there's like a couple quotes I've like almost said to Mia, and then I'm like, wait, no, I can't say that because he doesn't know and he's gonna question me on it and I won't be able to explain mean without spoiling things. So I've been like having to hold myself in. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad he's met my babies now. I'm also glad he's on board with why I like them the way I like them. I'm glad he sees and understands. He doesn't always see my point of view and understand, but I'm glad he does with them. When it comes to FNAF as an example, you know, he doesn't see the appeal in anything FNAF. He thinks I'm weird for that, but he understands me with Minoko and SKA, so it's all good. It's all good. Check mixed media in a sec. Checking. Oh my god, Gary, can I eat your pizza? I know that's not what Barnsey directed me here for, but I want the pizza. Is that an eggy? Did you put an eggy on it? What's that at the back? Is that eggy? It looks like eggy. Oh, I want to eat your pizza. That looks amazing. Oh my god, the spoon keys! Yes! Look at him! Matching little spoon keys for me and Gary. Cute. You guys are so cute. You guys are so cute. Yume has, yes. I might make a frozen pizza for dinner because that's the quickest thing I've got to have. I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna cut it into fours unless I forget. I might forget, but I'm gonna try and remember to cut it only into fours and fold it. I need to try this pizza folder malarkey. See what it's about. Microwave. Oh, I never tried the microwave pizza. I forgot about that conversation. I should try that, but maybe not on a day where it's so late, because if I don't like it, I don't have the time or energy to cook something else. But I should try that. I should try that. It could be funny. Last one is called Cat and Spoon. Totally pink, by the way. I'm so pink. I'm the pinkest cat that ever lived. Why are a lot of my combos centered around pizza? Because pizza's the best. I really thought when you said on stream earlier, you asked like us to guess what you were having for dinner. I was convinced it was like a bawbaw inlet. I was convinced it was going to be a bawbaw inlet. I was like so sure on my answer. I was so sure. Soft crust pizza can be odd. I've noticed that the pizza I'm buying at the moment, like, I just put it in the air fryer to cook, and normally, like, half of it's really crispy and half of it's really soggy. Like, not soggy, not soggy, but like a bit floppy. Like, half of the base always crisps up really nice on the crust, and then half of it doesn't. I don't really understand why, but that's just how it be. But I like both sides. I like both sides. They're both nice. But, you know, I also eat microwave bacon, so I just kind of live the soggy lifestyle, I guess. I like a bit of sogginess. Don't forget the boiled rice on the... Wait, what? Don't forget the boiled rice on the side. I don't like rice. I don't want to have rice. Imagine being able to have pizza. Oh, Barnsey, no! I mean, you could you make pizza like Giri? Wait, no, does pizza crust have milk in it? How do you make pizza dough? Does that have milk in it? Because, like, you could do, like, what Giri's done. Giri's one doesn't have cheese on it because Hay can't eat cheese. So Giri's one doesn't have cheese. I'm pretty sure I can't see cheese on there. Did you make a cheeseless one, Giri? I'm assuming you must have done because of Hay. I know it's not quite the same, but it's better than no pizza. It's better than no pizza. Yeah, it's cheeseless. Yeah. I'd still eat it. That looks so nommable. I would still smash that pizza, cheese or no cheese. I am actually getting really hungry now talking about food. I am actually going to go, chat. I don't know what streams the rest of the week looks like. I don't know. I kind of want to I think I want to try going back to schedule, but I haven't written up a schedule yet, and it feels weird to write a schedule halfway through the week. So maybe I will be unscheduled for the rest of this week, but then hopefully next week maybe return to Megu schedule ? I'm at a good livable point with my wrist at the moment. It's too soon to know if I'm going to be 20% gang on the injection. But it definitely hasn't taken the pain away yet. But my new splint I brought to treat myself is really, really good. It actually stabilizes my thumb way better than any of my other splints did. So I'm not taking naproxen anymore, which was making me really tired and ended up upsetting my tummy really bad. So I'm not using that anymore. And the pain is pretty stable because this splint actually, like, I can barely move my thumb at all. So I can't make the movements that cause me the pain. So I can wear this splint, like, throughout the day and stay pain-free without having to take painkillers or anything. So I'm in a pretty, like, yeah, it's still kind of annoying wearing the splint, but I've also kind of got used to it by now. I can still type and stuff, which is fine. I couldn't hold a controller with the splint on, but I can do most of what I need to do with it. So I'm in a, although my wrist isn't all better in and of itself, I'm in a better place with my wrist than I was when I kind of switched back off schedule. So I want to try getting back onto schedule because I do think it is better for me mentally to have that schedule, you know, just that little loose commitment to like make me do something, you know. It's just enough of a commitment to actually make me do things instead of just going, oh no, I can't be bothered today. So I would like to try and get back to being scheduled. I do think it is mentally beneficial for me, especially because my mental health has been really bad lately. But normally streaming does help cheer me up, you know. On the bad days where I have streamed, I normally end the stream a lot happier than I was when I started it. So I do think it will be good for me to stream more and be scheduled again. So I do want to get back to doing that, but I don't know what the rest of the week looks like. If I wake up early enough to call the doctors tomorrow, obviously it depends if I get an appointment or not. I may or may not stream. I don't really know. Rest of this week is a little bit up in the air. I will try and stream again at some point, but I can't really promise when. And then hopefully schedule again next week. But yeah, I'm going to go make some din-dins. I will send you a link, Yumi. Yeah, I can send you a linky. It was £22, but I really like it. It's not, I would say it's probably the worst looking splint I brought, but it's definitely the most comfortable by far. Like, there's no contest. I do really like it. I'm actually contemplating buying another one when I, like, get my next payout, I guess, probably, because I won't have money again till then. But I'm actually considering buying a second one, so I've got like one to wash, one to wear, because I kind of don't want to. Technically, I can wash this one and wear one of my other splints while it's drying, but like I kind of don't want to wear my other ones anymore. I only really want to wear this one. So it would be nice to have a second one that I can kind of like switch into, so I can like wash this one. But I do genuinely really rate it. It's definitely the best one I've had by far. It was 100% worth spending a bit of extra money. I normally, I will always try a cheaper option because I'm just cheap anyway. But like sometimes, you know, it's not always the case if you get what you pay for, you know. Like sometimes you can buy an unbranded version of something and it's just as good as the branded version. You know, I think it's always worth giving it a go. But this is definitely a case of it being well worth spending the extra money, in my opinion. Let's have a little look who's around. I feel like we have to raid out tonight because I've been really spoiled today. I've had so many raids today. I feel like it would be really mean. No, shut up, second Megu. I feel like it'd be really mean to just not pay it forward. So let's have a little looky who's about. Who's about? Do we got any friendos? Do we got any friendos? I know there's no hero today, which is sad. Oh, wait, Import's playing straight. Okay, we're raiding Import. We're raiding Import. They're playing Stray. They did a poll yesterday, and they were like, "Shall I play Stray or Pacific Rim?" And I voted Stray, and I just replied, "Stray!" So we're gonna go raid Import because they're actually playing it. So that's 100% what I'm gonna be sat here watching. So might as well raid out there because that's where I'm gonna be going. That's where I'm gonna be going. It doesn't. They're not too far into it yet. They're like in the little like robot slum area place at the moment. So they're not too far into it either, which is quite nice. So we're gonna raid out to them. And they're using their new 3D model as well. They debuted new models recently and they like made them all themselves. Import's actually another one who's like quite inspirational to me for like people that just make their own shit. And I just like look and I'm just like, wow, I want that power. Import's actually another one. Like on her recent debut, like she debuted several models. Like she's crazy. She's actually crazy. But thank you so much for everyone for hanging out today. And thank you for coming to see the new Megu. I'm glad you guys like her. You will be seeing more of her. And I want to doodle her a lot and stuff at the moment. So you'll definitely be seeing more of her. There might maybe be streams where I work on the potential Megu made models. I don't know. I don't know yet, but you're definitely gonna see more of her. even before I can get models made and stuff, you'll definitely see more of her. If any of the new follows or anything are still hanging around, if you've enjoyed your time here, if you want more Megu, you can find all my links, the community Discord server, my TikTok, YouTube, everything there. But for now, I'm gonna go. Oh, I didn't give you raid messages. Grab a raid message and we're going to go say hi to Import. Have a great rest of your day, whatever you guys get up to. And I will hopefully see you guys next stream. Bye-bye.